Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us. Hey, festive February continues. We've got a lot of fun for you. And if you've been joining us throughout this month, you know that we've had very special discounts on your favorite fine jewelry. So favorite fine jewelry, fabulous, festive, fun February. We're giving you 12% off. So it is practically free. There's another F that we like. It is a free kind of thing because here's how I look at it. You're paying for pretty much your metal. The stones, the diamonds, all the centerpieces you see, the labor. There is something to fine jewelry. It's all put together by hand right here by our very, very own. So I'll tell you what, all of it practically free. It's like you're paying for the metal and you're getting everything else on us. So we're really excited you're with us tonight because we're going to continue with this fabulous February. There are only a few days left because remember, we're not here Monday or Tuesday. So that means we got the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd. That'll take us through Sunday. By the time we see you on Wednesday, it means February is almost over. So we've only got a few days left to celebrate this fabulous month of February. It is the shortest month of the year and we are giving you our biggest discount of the entire history here at TVON. So it's quite the night to be shopping and picking up any of your favorite ideas, whatever that may be from any category. So here's what I would recommend. Get requests in if you have them for us. We'd love to hear from you there. We also have a little lay of the land here as we get you started. We are going to see some new on the way. I've got some diamond studs. They are bezel set diamond studs. They're oval, so there are two things there that are making your half-carat studs look like double or triple that. So that's going to be exciting. Great value there. They're also perfect for maybe you've got secondary piercings that you're looking to stack up with diamonds. We've got them for you. Great gifting idea as well, but there are only a few here to go around. We'll also see some Tanzanite drop earrings. I'm really looking forward to those. That's something we haven't seen in a bit. And it seemed like for a while the only way we could get you a Tanzanite drop earring was through a 20 or 25 carat piece. And that meant they were also a little more pricey. So tonight we're going to bring you about 7 carats, meaning 3.5 carats in each ear. And they're also going to be emerald cuts, so we're looking forward to those. And there's a heart-shaped moonstone. We're loving those. I've only seen the one. It was really big. Remember, it was a couple days ago? So we're going to bring you a new version of that. It's going to be a little more affordable, about 2.5 carat, but don't worry, it's going to look like 5 carats. So we'll get you a moonstone as well. A Tanzanite blowout is here. They're about 7 carats in size. And, oh, we're getting you ready for the month of March with Aquamarine. So we've got 3 of our best Aquamarines in simple settings, going to be incredibly priced, some brand new, but also we would love your requests. That's really important to get those in as we shop the show. And I will let you know we have a paraiba. It's our 62-point paraiba. It's a really, really good stone. It's a perfect blue-green, very clean as well, and very proud to bring that to you at a great value. So if there's anything at all you'd like to see, please do pick up that phone and dial in, and we'll help you out. If it's something in our inventory and it's still available, be happy to give you that discounted price and then give you your 12% extra savings as well, which we love. So are you ready to get going? We've got a great way to start. Actually, this feels like a fabulous party in a ring because it's all these different colors together in one sapphire band, and you can see we actually have 2. So that's exciting. Now I'll be happy to put your name on one if you like. The only difference I can see is the green sapphire in each band is a little bit different. With the foreground, you see a little more green. With that backdrop, you see a little more blue-green. So that's really, again, up to you, whichever one you'd like. But here's what we'll do. We've got a great value, and again, we're going to try to move quickly through the show. We got a lot of one-of-a-kinds to get through. We're also trying to, just as a company, move through as much of the inventory as we can. So that's why we've got a lot of incentive here to either move things out at their lowest price ever or melt them down so that we can make new pieces affordable as well with that kind of old gold pricing, if you will. So that's exciting. Now, here's what I'm going to do on the sapphire band. It's 111-9398. And again, welcome in Big Thursday here. Glad you're with us. So much going on. Again, I didn't want to pinpoint any one specific holiday because there's a lot happening. And like I said, you know, we know Mardi Gras going on, and you know, then some religious things like Lent and Ramadan and all that, and Lunar New Year, all these different holidays that are happening. And then of course, you know, got some sports lovers, you know, dream come true, you know, some new sports coming up to play. So, you know, it's kind of one of those times of year where it's like, okay, there's a lot of things on the horizon, including just spring, which, you know, it's like, okay, we want to have some new jewelry in our collection. So here's where we do it. And also there's a lot of gifting opportunities coming up where between Mom's Day and, you know, maybe you got a spring birthday coming up or an anniversary or something that you want to celebrate with jewelry. I don't think there's any better way to do it. So here we are with our 1.5 carat in the round multicolored sapphires, and so beautifully cut. Diamond cutting, very clean stones. So they almost look as if they could be colors of diamonds, but of course you've got your pink and your purple, your bright royal blue, blue, and then that green and golden. So all together 5 stones. It reminds me, we did a 5-stone diamond band last night. That was a lot of fun. You could get 1 or 2 of these. They're stackable as well. So be creative, have some fun with the way you wear it, but let's get this out the door and not even $19.99 for that original price that is going to disappear in a hurry. Here's what one looks like. So you can see it's a pretty simple, straightforward band here, not oversized in any way. We're not talking about, getting you too large a band. This is what makes it so stackable, I believe. And then also it stays in the yellow gold. So that's going to stay as is. We'll size it for you. And here we go. It's going to be a really cool value, not even $9.99. Again, you can take one or you can take them both, whatever you would like to do there. But it's super, super affordable, kind of like, again, like I said, practically free is really what I want to call this, because it just is like, again, pick a component of a piece and you're paying for like one of the 4 components of your piece. I mean, it really is foolproof that way. So here we go. It's our carat and a half. And let's do something better than 9 or 8 or even $7.99. I'm going to make it $777 and go with 777s there for our lucky start to a fabulous show and a fabulous Thursday. It is, we've even got a really cool pink spinel, and it's not a merengue. It's actually a Burma, which is going to give us this really pretty, almost pink diamond-like color, but in a big size. So we do have that coming up. Purple diamond is here. Got 1 purple diamond. New opal earrings. I know they've been popular late. Our opals are stunning. We're going to show you a gorgeous opal in a match pair. And then we even have a golden pearl and a copper bearing purple. And the list goes on and on. There is a very large spine. I brought out a 4.5 carat spine if anyone wants to see it. It is stunning. So there's a lot to get to. And then we have a paraiba wheel. It's going to be in my blue greens that are all going to be all in that maybe 1 carat or under. Actually, some are 2 are just under, 1's over. So if you've been loving the green paraibas, I know that I'm going to bring out the blue greens tonight for something a little bit more unusual. We didn't see those. We've been seeing all the greens go out the door, but we're going to bring out the blue greens tonight. So yes, blue green paraibas, but they're very affordable. So let me know in the bands and we'll get into our next fabulous piece, which is an earring. It's going to be coral, and this is a organic stone actually. So it's coral in the most beautiful cut, and it really is, think of like an elongated cutting here, but it's not just a cabochon where there would be 1 flat side and then 1 domed side. Instead, it's going to be like a briolette, but without all that prismatic faceting all the way around. So it's kind of like rounded all the way around. If you think of it, it's like an elongated pear shape, but very three-dimensional. So excited to have these. We love a good coral, and of course it's super endangered now. There hasn't been really any new coral that's been harvested for years, at least, at least that in, there goes part of the set, at least part of that really good quality that we're used to. That quality is very, very unique. So it's kind of like if you see coral, it's mostly the pinky material. It can be very, very light, and yet this one has that deep red, and that's how you know. Like I say, some stones, you don't need to be an expert or go to GIA. And if you do go to GIA, it's a wonderful place. I've got degrees from GIA. It's, degrees are kind of that's probably a bit of a misnomer, but it's a, a place you can educate. It is an educational type of environment, but it's not really a 4-year university by any stretch, but it's a really just, again, very, very tailor-made. I hate to call it a trade school either. It's somewhere in between where really it's gem focused, gem and diamond focused. If you want to be a gemologist, that's where you study, that's where you go, that's where you take courses. You can do it remotely as well, but if you're trained via GIA, you can do things like grade diamonds or become a gemologist so you can get appraisals. But there are certain things in the gem world that you do not need to be a trained gemologist to know the difference between what's good and what's great and what's the best. And I say that because so often with gemstones it's about the color, and that's what it comes down to. And colors are something we learned as 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, wherever. So this is really something that what you look for is the reds, and when you see the reds to your coral, that's what tells you are in the higher end of coral. So let's come over and take a look at it here, and we'll show them to you, these gorgeous drop earrings with 111 1673. Only 1 pair. There's 9 carats plus in this material, figure 4.5 carats, and that's unusual. We don't always see opaque stones graded with a gem weight, but here they have been graded for a carat weight, so I do like that as well. It's 9, 10, 7 points in diamonds. They're up front in your lever back, and we only have this 1 pair, so let's make sure they go. And here's the length, a little more dramatic length than what we sometimes see in an earring, that's for sure. You've got that great length here. There they are without the glare. They are about 1.5 inches. I would say that is correct. That is for your lever back. It'll be a little under that when you look at where the diamonds begin and then where the coral ends. I will try one on, as I always like to do, to make sure that you see them from more than just a ruler perspective. perspective, but also from a perspective of, okay, what are they going to look like when they're on my ear? And that is the answer right there. So you can really see how beautiful that color is from a distance, and that great color and the diamonds up top there as well. So lots to admire, lots to love, and there's a red color that goes with everything as well. So I think that's to be appreciated as someone who, I like to match my jewelry to the outfit. So that's what you've got there. We'll go back up close, take another good look at them here, and send them on out for less than $1,000. We got an old item number, and that's going to make for some really big discounted pricing. It's because they weren't made even in this decade. So this is where, again, I think that pretty much solidifies it as a big value. If we even take the old price and just honor that, but no, that's not going to be the case here. $29.99 is that old price. We're going to make it a lot better than that, and not even $1,000 here tonight. So one pair, pretty much one of a kinds. I've got a couple of the diamond studs for you, but other than the sapphire band I already showed you, and the diamond studs coming up later, it's going to be really all that we have in any quantity today, because that's the goal. The goal is to also show you what you love, get it out the door quickly. We're not changing gold colors unless I have a mounting in stock ready to go. Otherwise, what you see is what you get. So that way it can go right out to you. Obviously, in the case of an earring, this doesn't even need sizing. So that means it goes out to you tomorrow. So in a box Friday afternoon, morning, whenever, FedEx comes and picks it up, and then boom, it's out to you in a couple of days. So that's a really nice feature as well. And you've got that bright pop of color in a really wearable. I think the design lends itself to, even though it's a drop, being a pretty wearable style. Not $9.99. Let's go $8.88 instead, and that take your extra 12% off. Reminder, it is a limited event. It is a sale that is bigger than any other we've done prior to it. So it's a really good time to also maybe go through that wish list. Think about pieces you've wanted to have. Maybe if they were a little out of reach before, they will be in reach today. That is for sure. So that is something to keep in mind as you watch this show, and also as you also make requests. Tell us what you'd like to see. Don't need to sit around and wait and hope that your favorite piece is going to come along. It very well could be here, and it just needs a little quick question and call from you guys. So here we go with 112-5933. Remember, 888. And by the way, if you're not familiar with the math on 12% off, it's not as simple as a 10% off. That's easy. You move a decimal point. Here, it's a little more complex, 781. So you're saving over $100 there to get those home. It's about $107 saved. So you've got, again, it's not a microscopic, minuscule discount. These are significant discounts for you to take advantage of, and we sure hope you will, because obviously pieces like this, they are meant to go. You couldn't make them in today's day and age for these price tags that we are offering. So it's a pretty good way to go. And I know everyone's frustrated with the jewelry industry because the prices go up every day everywhere else. And I understand, as someone who's involved in every facet of the jewelry business, it's exactly what everyone's doing. I was talking to somebody the other day who's more involved in the retail arena, and she was saying we used to come in an hour or two before open of the store. Now we come in 3.5, 4 hours before the open of the storefront, just because we have to go into the computers and change all the pricing and basically, update everything and go up a couple percent on the pricing. Going up 1% or 2% every day, that really adds up. Conversely, look what we're doing. We're taking you 12% backwards. So it's a really important way to get your values and save that money. So again, you don't have to pay what market value is on fine jewelry. And I think that's kind of important. So, like I said, practically free fabulous February fun sale is really what it is. So here we go with our golden pearl coming up. By the way, I love this new design. I just want to flash it for you. If you like something unique, look at this. It is a bypass in this almost, I want to call it almost like a bow tie or like a scarf design, because it looks so pretty the way it's pointed. And then these are different sizes of diamonds that are truly, you've seen pave before, but this is taking different cuts and sizes of diamonds and paveing those. So it's a really easy to wear but bold and dramatic ring. Easy to wear on the hand though, and really just of the moment high style on that one as well. So very excited. And hi, Kirsten. Thank you for being with us. I'll tell you, Kirsten, she's one of our most loyal here at the start, nearly every day. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. And hey, Carrie, she's with us as well. Nice to have you with us. All right, let's move on from the coral earrings and let's get to our fabulous golden. This is not going to be a yellowy golden either. It's got more of a champagne golden. So a little more muted, and that is not a bad thing. I think that's very elegant, and the size is everything. It's 112-5933, and it's our, 13 millimeter. I can't even believe it. Usually they top out at 12. So to look up and see a 13 millimeter and to get 18 karat solid gold, and another big markdown from where it's ever been in the past. I know a lot of these pieces I've had up 5, 7, 8. There was a piece the other day I've had up at least 100 times. 100 times. It's a lot of times to have a piece on the air. This is where we give you, again, it is kind of like the final crusade. This is it for this jewelry. This is last call on everything. If there's anything that you see that you love, you take advantage of it now because they are not coming back. It doesn't make any sense to bring things back on the air and spend precious airtime, which is the biggest overhead we have. It's really, quite frankly, really the only overhead we've got, you know, like, again, we don't employ a ton of employees. We don't have, dozens and dozens and dozens of people. We don't have hundreds, we don't have thousands. It's the airtime that is, the consuming part. So again, to really go discounting and backwards on price tags like this are really serving you well. And we don't need to spend any more airtime showing it again and again and again. But at the same token, they're beautiful pieces. Maybe they had a little higher price tag. Maybe in this case, they're a little more unique. They're not that style that everybody's always looking for a 13mm gold and pearl. So now is the time to let this one go. That's what we're doing on everything. Sure, we can take that 18 karat gold, melt it down if nobody would like it. But these price tags are going so far backwards because of that reason. We want to make sure they go. All the beauty and the hard work that was put into them, we want them to be loved and appreciated by one of you, our viewers. So this is how you do it right here, giving you discounts on pieces that have been here a little too long. Time to let them go. And that's 18K, 13mm, and 61 points in diamonds among only a few. And that's why it's a little more pricey of a piece. There's only 6 diamonds in the ring, 3 on each side. There's even that decorative designer, almost like trillion shape, if you will, to the prong. And then you've got this incredible band of 18 karat gold, which it stays in the yellow. And here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh, love this one. This is something special here, no doubt about it. And look at that perfectly round pearl, no oblong or oblique or any of those, weird, the Baroque styles that are, I think they're cool. Now, see, I can appreciate a flaw in a gem, and I like a pearl that's a little bit misshapen because it kind of shows it's that, beautiful natural. But as far as couture level quality, we want to see a perfectly round pearl. You want to see blemish free. You want to see a consistency and a beauty to the luster. That's what you have here. And it's not going to be $49.99 any longer. This ring has gone through a number of markdowns. It's just time to get the final markdown done. And then, of course, once we get there, that's when you take your extra 12% off as well. So it couldn't be any easier. Could not. And it's not even $2,000. So there's a big value already happening there. And we'll continue to take it even lower than $19.99. Big difference between 5 and 2. We've saved you $3,000 right there. And now we're going to make it even more affordable. This is not a time to wait. Please don't. It is not the time to sit back and go, oh, la, 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 I'm just going to wait and see and I'll check. No, this is where, again, that's too much value already for a 13mm. But then it's in that premium gold. It's amazing how much 18 karat gold we've seen in the last couple of days. Overwhelmingly so. I think there was more 18 karat gold last night than there was 14 karat gold. And this is in a gold arena where gold is $5,500 or so an ounce. And we're going to make this better than 19, better than 18, and even better than $17.99. It is $17.77, and your discount comes your way. Yes. Thank you. Who got the coral earrings? Pretty? How do you spell it? P-R-I-T-I. Really? Brand new shopper or no? No. Really? Oh my goodness. Calling from where? California was representing very well last night too. Did you notice that? California in the house. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Coral earrings are gone. Now we're looking at our golden pearl. Keep in mind, $17.77 comes down to just $15.63. Okay, then there's a big, big tourmaline. Have you guys seen this one? Because this one I feel like has not been on the air a lot. Probably because this was over $10,000 not so long ago. Look at that fancy cut in that green tourmaline. I think that one is gorgeous. That's a cool cut. It's a championship cut, we call it. It's actually got a concave detailing to the table facet, which is part of why it does those cool things with the internal as well. You're going to love it. So this is fantastic. $17.77. All right, you want to get to that big designer ring? Or there's also a new 2 karat plus in a yellow sapphire, and it's unheated, and it's a pear shape. Look at this one. Oh yeah, very yellow diamond-esque, isn't it? That's pretty. And then the new Moonstone, actually we have 2. There's a Moonstone pendant that is a tremendous 5 karat 30, and then I've got the heart shape coming up for you as well. So 2 more of those gorgeous faceted Moonstones. There's a little preview. Oh, that's interesting because that's a cushion cut technically, but it looks like a round. And then we also have the heart shape in a ring, which you'll see a little bit later. Ooh, Ooh, look at that color. What about you guys? I like the moons into two. That means they are half. So that means you've got the look of the total. That is a very, very long-winded and roundabout way to say they're going to look double what they weigh. So in this case, it's actually 260 total. 260 total. I'm telling you, it's crazy, right? That looks like 260 each. If it were, this is 597, so good, we're good there. It's a 260 total weight. That means a carat 30 each, but they look like 260 each because opals look at least double what they weigh. So if you're familiar, or if you were even to put this next to a stone, let's say you have a stone at home that's 2.5 carats. If you were to put this opal next to your other 2.5 carat, as long as it's not opal, it's going to look the same size, and yet this one's going to look the bigger. So that's really what's important to remember about these opals. They give you such a tremendous look, which I think, don't be shying away from big earrings. Especially with that opal color that's so stunning. And you're getting all the colors. Some opals, I tell you, the play of color, some just play harder. Some play harder, some play a little more than others. And most crystal opals can be a very, very dingy light, kind of yellowy color, and that's it. This is where you get 260 of the best. You see the reds and the greens, the purples and the blues, every color of the rainbow is represented very well. 30 points in the diamonds also. And this is one for the ages. Make sure you give me a call in a hurry. They're going to go. Obviously, there's pieces that have been here many, many times. Those are probably less likely to go just because obviously they've been shown and you've seen them. It's the new pieces that go very, very quickly. And again, this diamond weight is 30 points, and that's because they're the new and the fresh. So the people that watch every single show, which is most of you, don't miss a show because then you miss an item. What happens is the new pieces are the ones that are fresh. So everybody's getting first look at them at the same time, and that's why they go so quickly. Take a look on the hand here. I've got them on the ruler so you can see how long they will be. Basically 1 inch from where the diamonds begin to where the opal ends, and then I'll pop one on. It is a lever back style. So very simple to put on, very secure when they are locked in place, and they are going to be, well, on their way out in yellow gold. Now this is where you want to say sold on the early side because they are not lasting. There's no question and no way they stick around. Look at all the colors though. And from where I stand, it's a little lower light, so you're going to see a little bit more equal representation of what they look like when you get them at home, because there is a little less light where I stand, and therefore they're giving you even more color. You're probably thinking I put on a different earring. There is only one pair. So that is the earring you will receive. And then of course it's match, which again has the coordination we love of great opals. But you see, there's never going to be, they never even look the same way twice. Just depends on, again, they can kind of bring out the colors of what you're wearing. They can really look different depending on how much light you're in, whether it's UV or fluorescent. We'll go back up close. Just wanted you to get a little size reference on those 1 inch styles. And we're going to blow them out for under, I'm not loving $59.99. And one more thing I do appreciate about these opals, that they are completely finished in the back. So you've got a solid gold backing there behind it. So that's just it's a critical thing I talk about, and I really implored our jewelers to do, because then you don't have to worry about cleaning them from the back. You just literally take a soft cloth. It can be soap and water. It can be a soft cloth with a little bit of water. No harsh chemicals needed on your opals. Please refrain from using any ultrasonics or harsh chemicals on your opals. They just need a soft cloth, and that's about it, some soap and water. So when they can stay clean from the inside by putting that gold backing, not only does it require us to use more gold, but it just makes the cleaning process every once in a while easy. Okay, so $59.99, they will not be. They are brand new, and they will go quickly. There's just no two ways about it. You appreciate a great value, you're getting a great value, and that's not bad. Listen, my job is to sit up here and get $6,000. Now that would be if I didn't spend the last decade of my life right here at TVON giving you values that nobody else can do. And no matter what, I've found that obviously no matter what the gold industry is doing, or no matter how many people are drifting away from fabulous fine jewelry or solid golds, or what gold prices are doing, we still around here, we want to see better values every day. Even when, yes, gold has tripled or quadrupled or quintupled, we still want to see us go backwards on pricing, and luckily I'm here to oblige, so we can give those values you love and that you've gotten so accustomed to, but yes, make them even better than what you're used to seeing. And that's really what my mantra and belief system is. It's the kind of great values we've gotten so used to here and that we love. So let's take a look at this earring. It's not going to be even $2,000 because, again, want to ship everything out here for you, get them gone, and treat you all all to something really special as we get towards the end of February here, but we're going to make them better than 19, 18, 17. I'll just keep going. There's that big value that we love to see when these are solid gold and they are natural opals and they are still VS diamonds. We haven't strayed one bit. We have not cut corners on quality at all. If anything, we've gone above and beyond, and that really is exciting. And that's why we are now, I can say, the only ones in the industry that are bringing fabulous fine instead of faux and fake. A lot of more F's there, right? But it's true, and that's really exciting. And they're not even $17.77 at all. We're going to go with $16.99, and then you get your extra 12% off as well. So how about instead $14.95 at checkout for you on that fabulous pair of earrings? No doubt one of our better values of the show, which is why we want to get them up here early for you. So there they are at $16.99, really $14.95. We have a request coming up. We'll get to that. We have diamond studs coming up in about 34 minutes. They're a new style of diamond stud that we're going to show you. And who's this for? Oh. You got it, Kim. Well, Kim said, I'm wondering if that your PJ from last night is still available, and the answer was yes. And so she's already got it, but let me just show it here for you so you can see what is headed out to your home. That is 112-9060. There's the Trapiche I had for you last night for $24.99. So congratulations, Kim. Thank you so much. That was also 18 karat gold. That was one of our many 18 karat gold options, and I'll put it on my hand really quickly just in case she missed that last night. But there it is. And by the way, there's one more thing to add. You can actually layer up with it. If you want to stack a band with it, you can do that and just slide a band right up next to it if you'd like to, Kim. So lots of freedom of how you're going to wear it there on that Trapiche. So well done there. And again, golden pearl is here, and so are our sapphire bands, now our opal drop earrings. The next great item to be here at this moment, but they will be under $1,500 if you would like to get those. And then again, keep in mind, we got this heart shape Moonstone. That one is coming up. We'll also do that coming up soon here. So make sure you stay with me to see what that's all about. And those big oval diamond studs, bezel set, they look very much more high-end than typical studs do. And this, if you're an earring lover, stick around with me. Look at that. Look what we have here for you in an emerald cut drop earring in Tanzanite. How about that for some serious color? That is ridiculously good, and that is a gorgeous drop with those fancy cut diamonds in between your Tanzanite and your lever back. Look at that material. That one's got a little fingerprint. So again, those are coming up too. Just wanted to show you the drop earrings that we have tonight. So those new Tanzanite earrings will be here, and there is a purple paraiba in a brand new type of bridge. We have had so many different bridge mountings. I've got a new one for you that's going to look like that tonight. And look how beauty, I mean, it's, you're going to say, well, I've seen that before. This is actually a new variation on our bridge mountings that we've done in the past, where it's a little more simple. It's got the mirror finish on the sides and then that double row down the middle. So you can see that there, and not overwhelming in diamonds. We got you about 26 points there, and you can see how that is one of the cleanest paraibas we have. So we wanted to show that off by putting it in a bridge so it could elevate over those diamonds and you see them from within. Okay, so I'm going to show you an incredible rarity. This is one of those that should never be here on this show, to be honest. It's one of those that just is too rare. I'm going to show it to you here. It's one of those that belongs in a museum before it does here on a TV network, but that's really what we specialize in. We are no strangers to museum pieces, but that's where you would normally have to wait to see something of this quality. This is something that a lot of you know of in one variety that comes out of Tanzania. This stone's a little different. This is that gemstone family called spinel. Now I know that's a very confusing gem family, and I think it roots back to, and this is just from, you know, polling different folks in the gem business for a long time. I think that for a lot of us, if you graduated high school, you know that you were probably offered to buy one of those class rings. And those were always labeled as spinels, and they were never real spinels. They were synthetic versions. And so I think that a lot of people think the word spinel is associated with a fake or faux stone that's man-made, lab-grown, and it's not. And yeah, I remember those companies. And I think they're long out of business now. But that's where I think a lot of the misunderstanding of what a spinel is. It's actually a really rare gemstone family that's most closely likened to sapphires. It's got a very similar chemical makeup to that of sapphire. So really, the spinel family and the sapphire family are almost identical, and they come in a lot of the same colors, and they come from a lot of the same sources. Well, this is a beautiful Burma. So you're getting a different pink tone than we get out of Mahenge, which the Mahenge mine are from Tanzania. Those are more of those bright, hot, pinky reds. This is more of a true pink, like almost a diamond pink. It's 1130175, and it's a mighty fine 18 karat gold setting yet again. Here we go with that 18 karat gold. Are we going to do this again tonight where we see a lot of 18 karat gold? Sure, why not? And here is our 149 cushion cut Burma spinel. It is so lovely. And it really is outstanding, isn't it? 149 plus 17 points in the pink diamonds. Yes, those are pink diamonds as that upgrade to halo number 1, and 44 points in the white diamonds as well. That's not just the double halo down the sides as well, 18 karat solid. One more thing, there's finishing on the inside. Let's take a look at that. So your under gallery is complete, and there is one outstanding piece. Now, I wish we could have a little steam cleaner up here because it needs a little cleaning from the backside. It is a completely clean stone. It is known as a pretty clean stone. That is the truth. So this is something really, really beautiful, isn't it? And you've got a carat 49 with the 17 and the 44. All right, so two-tone gold, 18 karat. Loving that as well. And then the fact is you've got this really pretty look on the hand, which keeps it so classic, but most likened to a pink diamond in its look visually, doesn't it? It really is an important style. And of course, look how it lights up. It's like it's giving a golden orange glow to the way it lights up. And that's no trick of the camera lens. That's just the stone doing what it does. You also have this really pretty double halo. That's just an elegant setting. Love the addition of the two baguettes, top and bottom. They're set east-west, but they're positioned north to south. So consider your east, west, north, south kind of design there. But it's a fabulous piece, and it would be priceless, but instead we're going to make it really affordable because you never know. There might be somebody looking for a real rarity in the spinel category, and this is it. This is definitely it. And yet 13,000, yikes, 199. I got to change up that price a bit. Welcome to Thursday night. Let me know if there's anything your heart desires tonight, anything I can bring out, like you know, it's only jewelry. It's only fine jewelry I can bring out, but it's anything you'd like in the fine jewelry category. We'll be happy to bring that out for you. But $13,000. Can we change that a little bit? I really would love nothing more than for somebody, maybe a collector out there, maybe a budding collector, to get something really special like this is. Then we'll do our little Aquamarine trio, getting you ready for March with the best of Aquamarines in that blue barrel. But it's time to really get this one a home, and that's what we do best. Making things affordable, making everything of value, no matter how precious and rare it is. That's what we got to do right now. So instead of $13,000, I'm just going to give it away, and we're going to let somebody have it. There's a reason it's 30 minutes in. That's the reason, is that we're giving away collectibles like this early on to get you those values you love. So this is it, not 13,000, not even 10,000 for that really rare spinel that is so perfect in its color, a pinky purple lavender. And that's why it's very pink diamond-esque. And it's not 10,000 or 5,000 or 4. I mean, I just want to give it away. I don't care how rare something is. I want you to have it. It's no fun to just do show and tell. We did that in kindergarten. I like to have a really cool piece you can just dive right into, enjoy for a lifetime, and get something that not your neighbors, like the people of the world who even collect gems, don't usually have. Big spinels like this, and we're doing better than even 4,000 or 3. It is $29.99 for that rare and precious pink spinel. And don't forget, we'll have those gorgeous Tanzanite drops in this show. We will have the really fabulous studs coming up at the top of the hour. They're limited. And then the heart-shaped Moonstone. And we're going to bring out those Aquamarines next. The big aquas that are all going to be 3-stone styles. They're coming up at a brand new discounted price. So looking forward to that as well. But also worth noting that the math, $29.99, comes down to $26.39 instead. If you'd like to go ahead and get that discount, and why not? Who wouldn't? I mean, I've never met anyone who doesn't like to save money. So it really is important to take that discount and run with it while it's still here for you, because again, there are only a few shows left in the month of February. That would be 3 this week, and then only 4 more next week. Actually, that's, yeah. So we're getting down to the wire, guys. It is really, truly time to be shopping this fabulous February, okay? And we have, let's get to the aquas coming up, 29, but remember, $26.39 instead. And let me know what you'd like to see. We would love your requests. So here's the key to aquas. We have all these great aquas in here. Last night I was showing you some big ones, really big stones. I'm going to show you some of the more simple, elegant styles, which is my preference when it comes to, you know, classics like this. And I know these have all been here before. They're going to go out tonight. No question about it, especially these 2 3-stone styles. And let me warn you, the emerald cuts always go first. in the aqua inevitably every time. And then what I'll do is move those to the side because we actually have a trillion. It's a little more of an unusual kind of contemporary kind of look here. Those aquas are stunning. You've got all three, same prices coming up. And we have either, let's say 14 karat gold on all three. They're gonna stay in the white gold, which is a beautiful combo for your aquas. And don't forget to call me early because they're one of a kind. Everything I show you is the piece you get. It's refreshing because I know that's not always the way it works in the home shopping world. Obviously, there's usually warehouses full of something and then you order one and then you get one of 10,000 units of something. This is different here. And so that's why, again, rest assured, the quality that you see on the screen is the quality that's arriving at home. And that's really important. And I think that if anything, the jewelry looks a lot better in person than it does here. It's really hard to gauge a lot of quality like this and really show you all the details under bright hot lights. A lot of times they don't need all that. So these aquas especially, they tend to look a little more pale in the lighting here. They get an even stronger color in person. So notice it is Sierra Santa Maria. This is the best out there. There is no better material. There is no darker or richer material. If you're into the blue beryls, which is that beryl family, it's B-E-R-Y-L. That is the Aquamarine, of course, is the birthstone for the month of March. So that's coming up. So we do know that, you know, birthday's coming up. They celebrate this stone, but of course, really lacking a lot of the good stuff out there. So here we go with either a 2 karat 32 on the oval. That would be right there, the 232 with the 6 points in diamonds, or you can get the trillion, which is a 145. And that's going to be, sure, it's a 145 stone, but it's got that wider band of gold and then diamonds along one side. Diamond weight 7 points, and then here's the emerald cut. It's actually the largest stone up here, 2 karat 67, 6 points in diamonds as well. So those are your three options. Let's get them all gone here. Welcome into Thursday night. We've only got about 2 hours and 20 minutes left to go. So that's why I would encourage you to get requests in and take any of those pieces that you've seen tonight so far, because what a selection that's been here. But it's time to move some jewelry, isn't it? Sierra Santa Maria, best out of Brazil. Mine is closed. No more left unless you want to go spend $60,000 a carat. Last time I saw one at an auction house, it was 60 grand per carat, putting stones like this close to $90,000 for the stone itself. If you think I'm kidding, please do a quick little internet search on Sierra Santa Maria and see what that per carat, PPCT, price per carat, usually is how you'll see it referenced. This is crazy money when you're anywhere else outside of the world of TVON. So luckily, you got three choices here. I love that we're giving them away. And this former price you've seen at $12.99 was a good one. They started even higher than that. Nothing wrong with $12.99, but the fact is they're going much, much lower here tonight. We want to move some jewelry, and I know we can. I know we can do this, guys. I know we can. I know you appreciate my discounts and deals, and you've got them right here. And then what I give you, you take 12% off. So it could not be a better opportunity or value. This is your chance to save on everything that we're doing, and then have us bring out what you'd like to see as well. I hope you'll do that. But let's take a look at these aquas. Let me know which one's your fave. Is it the oval, the emerald cut, or the trillion? Let's make them even better than 12 or 11.99. Remember, that's where they've been before. You've seen them. They were here recently. We held on to them. But this is where the price tag gets even better. And when they're in solid gold, and there's about $2,500 for a band of gold right now by itself, this is probably, well, you can see the discount and the value you're getting, but instead of $11.99, I'm going to go even lower. We're going to make them, you know what, $10.99, which will actually be at checkout well under $1,000. It'll be $967 for any one of those three that you'd like, and we'll give them 60 seconds. We got to keep rolling. We've got a big Tanzanite deal, a paraiba deal. There are three separate trios tonight. The Sierra Santa Maria you're seeing now. We'll see a blue-green paraiba trio as well, and then we will see Tanzanites that are in that 7 carat size range. But $967 a piece for any one of those three that you would like to own. Not a bad way to shop, if you ask me. And I just make jewelry for a living, so what do I know? Can't make them for that price. Cannot. Then there's that gorgeous designer piece in that tourmaline that I flashed for you. It's a pendant. And so we'll see that on the way. It's a fun one. Really nice, cool chain, and then that fancy cut with it. Yellow sapphires here. We need requests as well. Let us know what you'd like to see. There's a 2 carat purple paraiba in a pendant as well tonight. This one's new. We do love our brand new, don't we? And this is that purple paraiba. That's a great stone. It's going to look great with the new ring tonight in the bridge as well. Same kind of color there. The big moonstone. 5 carat 30, faceted moonstone. And then we've got our heart shape. Heart shape is just ridiculously good. So exciting to have. So don't forget, we got the paraibas coming up. Our opal earrings are here. There was that big golden pearl ring for $17.77. The sapphire bands, the pink spinel, and the opal drops. All here for you, okay? And then we got the studs coming up at the top of the hour, 19 minutes from now. Let's get into our new designer diamond ring. The diamond ring coming up, 113-0555. Here it is. Wow, this is just gorgeous, and I wish I had 25 of them, but I don't. I've got the one, and this is the one that I would take from the show and probably from our whole inventory right now. And there's a 223 paraiba I'm eyeing for my special day of 223. The most important day of my year is this Monday, 223. But there's a 223 paraiba, but it's also about $23,000. Here's what I'm going to do. This is my favorite ring that I've seen us do in a long time because it's really just, again, looking a little different than everything else. And I think there's a lot of us who probably aren't shopping for our first piece of jewelry. We probably already have some. So we're probably, I don't know anybody who just buys the same exact piece of jewelry over and over and over. So really what we're looking for is different. How do you, and I think so many of you, because I talk to a lot of you on a daily basis, and you say, here's the deal. I have a ring for my right ring finger and a ring for my left finger, and I maybe wear a pinky ring or a thumb ring. What else am I supposed to do? I only have 10 fingers. I can wear 10 rings at a time. What do I do? This is what you get for that perfect, ideal middle finger, index finger ring. Sits lower profile. It's that low profile, high profile piece, I call it. It's low profile in its actual dimension, high profile in its look, because it's giving you all the wow factor of really top quality diamonds and a great looking design that's different than what you always see. So I think that really kind of gives you something extra. Let's take a look at it together and see what you think of this big diamond ring here. It's going to be our 1130555, and it's got a different baguette carat weight as it does from the round. So 42 points in the baguettes and 84 in the rounds. So you're going to get quite a bit of diamond weight here, about 1.25 carats, and then you also do have that pretty ample 14 karat white gold as well. That's also really nice. So again, the whole combination looks great. We're looking at 1.26 to be exact. It is the white gold. It stays as is. It's a bypass style, but comes almost together, but not exactly soldered together. It still doesn't mean it's not meant to be a bendable, flexible, adjustable ring. It's just, again, we're going to size it for you. And it does have, look at that, great finishing on the inside. There's really two rings here because it's a ring within the ring. Is really how you look at something within under gallery these days. And that is obviously, yeah, you can kiss under galleries goodbye. Nobody else is doing under galleries when gold is anywhere near $5,000 an ounce. But we still are, because we know, yeah, we're snobby. We're snobby when it comes to, aren't we? And listen to me. If you are a jewelry snob, be proud. Be proud. Be proud that you also know where to go to get your big discounts. I am a proud leader of the Jewelry Snobs of America, and I will tell you right now, I am so proud to say that I am only insistent upon quality jewelry. Quality jewelry, because you know you're going to have it forever. When it's a piece that, first of all, you're wearing on your body every day, this is something that, like, a lot of times your jewelry is what people see first before you even open your mouth and say a word. And so all that, you know, beautiful articulated speech that you do, and all that education you have, and all the great things that come from your brain, and all the amazing personality you show, sometimes that takes a back seat to the jewelry, because the jewelry leads. The jewelry is what people see long before they get to know us and talk to us and learn about our amazing smarts and our personality and our sense of humor and all of that. The jewelry leads. So jewelry can be arguably the most important thing that we have on, and it's oftentimes a conversation starter. And when you have, of course, already rings maybe that you wear on the ring fingers, you need a great ring that sits easily and really well, but still makes a great splash and statement here on the finger. So let me try it on. Carat 26 in diamonds, finished on the inside, and look at it that way. Wow, such a gorgeous style, because it's all pave, but it's not just round brilliance. The bigger baguettes are set within and mixed in with the round brilliance, but yet it's all so seamlessly done. You see that? Take a good look at just one angle here, one side. See that detail? You just don't see this in the world today, or ever historically, with that mix and match of shapes, but all set to perfection. The same thing is happening on the other side. You can see it's like puzzle piece. There's a randomness to it, but yet it looks so perfect in every way, and you get the glint. Of course, there's a gleam from the baguettes and a sparkle from the rounds, and so all mixing together to give a different vibe and personality to the way this looks, and yet it is going to be, oh, I like this price. $11,000. It is quality through and through. And yet we're going to take it significantly less than $11,999. We'll take it significantly less for you. So there's only one. Call me early. That is the key here. So wish I had more of these. I love this on the, let me show it on the, I don't know if it's going to fit on my index finger. Let's just hope it does. It's close. It's a 6, so I'm going to, and yeah, it's still got a little bit of adjustability to it. I mean, you can, it's a little flexible in that, again, it's not soldered here in the middle. So if you wanted to expand it a little bit one day to wear it maybe on a different finger of the hand than where it's sized, you can do that. If you want to cinch it in to make it a little bit more snug or a little smaller size, you can do that as well. Again, that was not sized from my index finger. I just wanted to show it to you there, but see how it's really, again, easy to sit, low profile, so really easy to wear. It's not $10,000. It's not $99.99 either. We're going to take a little extra discount here and see what happens. We still got aquas here. That's a problem. We still got gorgeous opal drop earrings. I got to make this better than $5,000 or $49.99, and we will send it on out of here in a hurry. Call me early. You've got one. We've got one, and that's it. And this will be, do you ever get haunted by the pieces you don't buy? It happens to me all the time. Where I literally, yes, I love the pieces I do buy, but there's always pieces that inevitably with one of a kinds, you're going to miss out on that piece because you know it's fabulous, and if you think it is, somebody else does too. And that somebody is not just me. So again, when there's that piece that you miss out on, and you know, I'm telling you right now, I can speak for a decade here, there's never been anything like this. And yet, we know, therefore, it's not coming back. We're not bringing you something again and again and again like it. This is it. This is everything. It is the time to get it because that's that specialty piece. That's that piece that sets you apart. That's the piece that's all done in VS diamonds. And again, look at that carat weight. It's a total of a carat 26. So more than a carat and a quarter of just lavish, ridiculously brilliant, high-quality diamonds for you. And it's not going to be $49.99 or $39.99 or even $29. Moving it out the door here, and it won't be $29 either, and this is prior to a big 12% off. It's just the biggest discount we've ever done, and you've got a couple more days to take advantage of it. We're going to do better than $29. Make it $2,499. By the way, that price tag comes down below $2,200, so there is $300 of extra savings coming your way, yes. What is Alice in California up to tonight? Probably drying out from all this crazy rain we've had, right, Alice? I don't know where she is in California. Is she southern, northern, central, desert? Yeah, so they got snow too, probably. Yeah, it has been crazy, but thank you so much. We have a new register. And what intrigued her to register tonight? Been watching a while? Watching for a year? Oh, my. And she's registered and ready to go. Well, wonderful. It's so nice to have you, and thank you so much. Thank you for getting registered. That's the first step. That's the first step in the process. Just get registered, and then you're ready to go. All right. Well, thank you. That's wonderful to hear. My goodness, watching for a year. Lovely. All right. We got our top of the hour coming up. Stud earrings on the way. If you like white diamonds, they will be coming up for you. $24.99 on that one. Remember, it's going to come much further lower than that. It's $21.99 if you'd like to go ahead and get that one. And then we're going to see a really good bridge style. Of course, it's that paraiba in the bridge. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be that super ultra clean, bright neon purple red. Love that stone. Happy Thursday. It's one of my favorite days. Hey, listen, I'm happy any day I get to be here with you guys. Mondays and Tuesdays, they're but they're sad. But Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, ooh, it's fun. It's fun. So here we are. Let's move on to our next big piece here. I'm so excited about this one because this is, let me just tell you right now, I got to do something. We're 48 minutes in. We got to do something wild. So I'm going to bring out the piece that ain't supposed to be here for another 90 minutes. I'm going to bring it out because I'm supposed to wait till like 7:30, 7:45 because that's when everyone's here with us. The problem is that's 2 hours from now. And this piece is screaming my name. It's saying, show me, show me, show me. It's a heart shape. We love it. It's moonstone. It's faceted. It's the most brilliant moonstone you will ever see. And this is 1130-165. I am so proud of this. And yet I know how difficult it is to cut heart shapes in anything. A few months ago, back during Christmas time, I was actually doing some gem mining, and then and it was my Christmas holiday, and I was gone for a couple of days, 2 days, and so I had my big vacation. And I got to tell you, I was working for most of it because I was out there in Nevada, and I was mining, and I was doing some mining of stones, and I was mining some quartz, and of course, they're known for silver mines as well. So I couldn't help myself. Once the gemstone rough was mined, of course, I had to try my hand at cutting. And so, not that I hadn't before, but it was a long time ago, so I had to refresh my lapidary chops. And let me tell you something. Gemstone cutting is one of the most complex things, and you need incredible and eternal patience, which I just don't have. And I got to tell you, it was a disaster. I mean, I looked at it as a pro that I didn't lose any digits, and that was good because, but I'm insured, my hands are insured, so I was okay there. But I got to tell you, it really is something that you have to be incredibly patient, incredibly skilled, incredibly precise. And yet that is why when we see heart shapes, let's just take a moment and also just reflect on the fact that heart shapes are such a wasteful cut, but they're also a difficult cut. And so many times I think we need to just kind of applaud those lapidaries that are willing to do this, because the end result is gorgeous, yes, but it's also so complex to get there. So really, really proud that we have a 253 heart shape for you in our private collection, faceted Moonstone. And then we emphasized, of course, the heart shape by giving it a heart-shaped halo in diamonds, giving it diamonds down the side in the split shank. Take a look at it. You're going to love this piece. It is one only, but again, this is the key. I got to move it out the door quickly. There's also a diamond weight here that's also 52 points. It keeps it classic. But this is, again, very, very strong, top quality Moonstone. The stone that we basically can't get enough of. And look at this one, so rooted in purples and greens and like a paraiba blue-green, but then you get the golden, the yellows. Do you see how even the table facet is almost a heart shape as well, like a trillion? So that's reflecting in a little different way, and yet all that intensity of color, it's still on the softer side. It's in that Aurora Borealis type almost look here with that really multicolored effect with a great little sheen. It's in that pastel, but also some stones are just more muted than others, and this one's quite bright. What if I just give this away? Do you think anybody will call if I do? So I can hear Tony go, I don't know. I see you working, Lolo, but I don't know. I don't know. You're really, I don't know. I don't know if you can do it. Yeah. Opal earrings are gone too. Congratulations on those. I'm going to try something here. I know I'm looking at $59.99. I want to get one caller on the lines, and I want to say before 6 o'clock hits, which is in 8 minutes and 13 seconds, I want to help you own this. And I think I can do it. But now I got Tony doubting me back there. He's going, I don't know, Lolo. I think you've lost your touch. I've been watching you do this for 25 years. I don't know. You might have lost your touch. I'm going to tell you something. I can get it back if I just start giving stuff away, and I will do exactly that. I got Alice watching a year. She just got registered today. I got to tell you, if you give things away, listen, that's the secret. That's the secret to being a good host. Really, it's just as simple as just give stuff away. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to give this away. $59.99 ring. Of course, that's a nice discount. Can't take that away from it. The 12% off is going to get you there. But we're going to help you out, and we're going to make this extremely, 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 extremely affordable. I promise you. Less than the price of the gold. That's all I can tell you. It will be, for the whole ring, less than the price the gold should be. And that's 14 karat solid gold. Now it's going to stay in the white gold. I'm going to blow it out. Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. I really, truly mean this. This is going to be that value that you go, I don't know why I didn't just heed her warning. Why didn't I just call? I can always hang. She's not going to tie me down and force me to buy it. But I can't get you one if somebody already says sold. If someone's ahead of you and they're like, nope, I got it, then I can't do anything about it. I can't magically produce another. This is it. And believe in Lolo we trust. Just believe. Because when you need to give something away, I'm your girl. Here's what we're going to do. Take a look at this on the hand. This is what, oh, look at that. I know Valentine's Day just passed. Did everyone have a good Valentine's Day? I hope so. Do you want to talk about what we all did for Valentine's Day? Anybody get any jewelry for Valentine's Day? Do anything fun for Valentine's Day? Anybody want to share what they did, what they got going on? It's never too late for a little heart shape. It's perfect. It's beautiful. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it right now before the top of the hour gets here. And let me tell you something, we got some callers on the line. So if you too are thinking about it, you want to jump in because this is just perfect in every way. The proportion of it, yeah, it's going to look bigger than a 2.5 carat. That's what the Moonstones do. The heart shape is not a pseudo heart. It's perfection. It has got that every little bit of color and then some, and then it'll never look the same way twice because if you're in brighter light or lower light, it always gives you a different sheen, but it's always going to give you all the colors at one time, which I think is fantastic. Now, here's what I'm going to do. And it's white gold now, just not so that, I hope no one's confused. I had a customer today reach out to me and she was very confused. She ordered something in yellow gold and she said it was delivered in white gold and sent me a photograph and I'm like, no, that's yellow. So, yeah, and this is white gold, just so, unless I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I said to Barbara, she was like, look at this ring. I'm going, it looks yellow to me. I'm like, the tag says yellow. Oh, okay, never mind. It is. I thought I was losing my mind. But now, again, this one's white gold. Just so you know. Right? Just so you know. I don't know, Tony. What are you saying that I'm not? Tony's screaming at me. Have I lost my mind? Okay, good. Just making sure. I don't know. It looks white to me. But again, I had this issue earlier. All right, so let's blow it out. Are we ready? Anybody like it? You want to say sold now? I don't get it. What? You guys are really making me doubt myself here, but I know what I'm seeing. My eyes are good. It's the one thing that hasn't gone yet. My eyes are good. The eyes are really good. I don't even wear glasses. You know it. Both my parents got glasses at the age of 5. I'm 45 and I'm perfect. 20/20 vision so far. So here we go. Like I said, it's the only thing that's still good. Still good. But here's what I'm going to do instead of 59. Anybody ready on this one? Blow it out. I'm just going to sell it. First caller, take their 12% off. Nothing's exempt. It says everything. It's everything. Everything. I'm going to make it better than 59. That's a was price. Send it out of here. I don't even want to do 4. I don't even want to do 3. I just want to make this affordable. It's one of the bigger moonstones. These big moonstones usually go for 5, and that's what keeps a lot of people out of them. I want to help you out right now. It's not even $3,000. It's not even $2,000. I'm making it $1,999 and done. And by the way, it'll go an extra $200 plus. That's $1,759 at checkout, just so you know. So that is one heck of a value. And for a heart-shaped moonstone of that size, and it's $1,759. Wow, that's how you do it. That's what I would say. Just go get that one, Moonstone, and be happy you did, and be happy you were here watching this very moment, because that is so outstanding for $19.99. And again, you're paying nothing of the kind. It's $17.59 with your 12% off, so take advantage of that. And do it quickly, because when it's gone, it's gone. And we got 3 minutes left till our top of the hour, and those diamond stud earrings, the ovals and the bezel set, coming out next. They will be here in just mere moments, so we will have those for you. Don't forget about our bypass ring that's still here. That is still happening as well. We've got that bypass ring we just showed you. That one's down to $2,200, but $19.99. Incredible value here. Don't want you to miss out on it. We're going to give it 60 seconds and see who's got it. That one's got to be out of here. Simple as that. $17.59 and change, of course. Usually they're going to be 12 cents there added to the end with that 12% off. It's just how the math works. But that is one divine stone, and so rare to find a heart shape. Really important to take advantage of that on this fabulous, did I call it February? February fun. It is so good, and we got a little party going on for you with 12% off. So take advantage of it. 40 seconds left to go. We got to move in just a moment here, and then we've got the bigger one. It's a 5-carat 30 and a pendant. So if you want the square cushion that looks like a round, remember that round that we had yesterday and how quickly that went? Look at this. That is just, now that's not going to be the same price. It's a whole different deal. That's a 530 coming up in 18-karat gold, but heart shape's got to go. So here we are, $17.59, one only there. And then we are going to see a purple diamond pendant. This is a true purple. Look at this one. This is wild. With the chain, sure, let's throw in the chain, but look at that. That's a big one as well. 18-point purple. I do believe that's the largest purple diamond we've had here in our history, so looking forward to that. There's a 4.5-carat spine. It's dark, but look at that. That is just the flash that it gives you. Wowza. So that's an impressive piece. Then we've got our gorgeous designer green tourmaline pendant, the one I flashed earlier in the fancy cut. The stud earrings are here, that bridge mounting, the Tanzanite drops. Don't forget all of our aquas are here. The 3 aquas that all come down to under $1,000 per piece. And we also have that really gorgeous pink spinel. And the golden pearl. That was a 13mm golden pearl that we had as well. That's a good one. Yes. Oh no, that's my ring. Who got that one? That's the one I wanted. And it was even item number 555. Linda, is it Linda in Las Vegas? Please tell me it's Linda in Las Vegas. Shopping for 223 day, which is the day coming up on Monday, which is my most important day of the whole year. Tell me, 555 went to Linda in Las Vegas? No? Okay. All right. Never mind. All right. Well, that's okay. That's all right. Always hoping. Okay, there's also a yellow diamond coming up. There's a yellow diamond. It's a 1 carat. Let me show you this one. That is about as bright as can be. Reminds me of that really expensive Vivid we had some time ago. That's a really good one, although it's not going to be that expensive. We have paraibas too. Okay, the heart shape is here. I'll keep it. No problem. Here's what I have next. Since we have about, well, 2 seconds till the top of the hour, I'm going to get you ready because we got our big diamond studs coming up, and this is so important. And it's a little different. This is what we're seeing now, kind of paying attention to what's going on in the designer world. We're seeing a lot of bezels. Now, we've been doing bezel sets for a while. We've had our bezel set rounds, but we have not seen the bezel set ovals all that often. So take a look at what we're bringing you here in a markdown on a stud that is really beautiful. Take a look at that. That's a really strong look. And yes, these are going to be a very affordable price tag and going to give you a much bigger look than what they actually weigh. So those little tips and tricks and secrets to fabulous fine jewelry. Welcome in though. Might as well check in with everybody and see how everyone's doing on a Thursday night. I hope you're well. And as we get ready to wrap up this month of February, I'm so glad and honored that you can be with us for a little February. There we go again, fabulous February fun. That's probably the easiest alliteration I've ever had in my life, but my goodness, sometimes the brain works faster than the mouth, and the mouth is just trying to keep up. So that's what happens. It's a little occupational hazard of talking for 3 hours every day. But welcome in. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON. I've been here about a decade. Been in the business about 25 years. Really excited you're with us to see values that I can honestly say the values are the greatest today than they've ever been, because when you look at what's happening with our industry, the precious gold, the fine diamonds, the VS stones, the great center stones that are collectible, and you see the values that we're bringing that are truly better than we've ever had. That really is exciting because yes, prices are on the rise everywhere else but here. Our prices, conversely, we're giving you the biggest discount we've ever offered here in TVON history. How about that? The biggest discount we've ever had in TVON history. 12% off additional. That's an additional, like the big bright red. I love that. You know, you shop somewhere and you go, okay, so I'm an online shopper. I don't go to stores. I'm not a thing. I don't like to go to stores. It's too time consuming. Hate it. Don't really like. You can get everything online or through television. You don't have to leave your home anymore. It's a great thing about the time and the era we live in. But I will tell you, nothing better than seeing a markdown and then seeing an extra discount, right? Extra 10%, extra 5%. I'll take whatever I can get. It's about value, because when we start off with great price tags and you go lower than that, it just makes for a big moment here. And I hope you'll take that into consideration when you think about, okay, what do we need to shop for in fine jewelry? Fine jewelry is going away in most areas of the world, so it's nice to be able to still get that great quality. And no, nothing has changed with the quality, and that's exciting. And now we're bringing you big oval earrings that are going to be bezel set. I always tell you ovals look bigger than they actually would look if they were like the same carat weight in a round or a square cushion. Then they'd look a lot smaller. The ovals present bigger to the eye. And then we have the trick of the bezel. The bezel setting, practical but beautiful but modern, but also making that stone look even larger thanks to the bezel in white gold to match. So that's going to be 1130-146. It's the way we start our big top of the hour here. We've got 2 hours left on this Thursday night. I hope you'll stay with us and also make requests if you haven't. But this is a 49-point diamond weight. So 1/4 carat in each. Just about. That's a minimum, so most of you are getting over a 1/2 carat. I'll take 49 points minimum because I looked at 1/2 carat round brilliant studs in a regular basket setting just before I came on the air, and the cheapest pair I could find in a real, actual mine from the earth diamond and not a lab-grown faux simulant, the best price I could find on a 1/2 carat round brilliant stud in a teeny little basket setting that was gold, to try and get you a comparison, was $6,500. Welcome to the world of gold and fine diamonds. We're going to do a lot better than $6,500, but we're giving you the ovals, so they're going to look a lot larger. You can wear them east to west, north to south, however you like. If you like them at a little diagonal angle, that would work as well. Center post, butterfly backing. They are only here in the white gold. That's to give you that look of the match with the diamond and the gold, so that you can see that, again, that visual that creates that bigger perspective. Now, they also, I think there's a bonus to not having a prong, because it's never going to catch on anything. We've all been there where we've had maybe a prong catch on something like a thread, and then suddenly it pulls the prong, and then the prong breaks, and then your stone is loose, or even worse, heaven forbid, falls out. We've all been there. Prongs can be susceptible to that. That's never happening with a bezel. That bezel has locked your diamond in. It cannot go anywhere from that setting. And therefore it's flush to the surface. It's smooth. There is not a rigid edge. There is not a sharp moment here. It's all about the beauty of that diamond. Now also you're getting the white gold, and again, let's take a look at that center post. I also like that they don't sit up too high. We did this martini basket, meaning you see it looks like a martini glass, instead of the more rigid squared off basket. Those sit up too high for my liking. I think I'm still traumatized by the fact that, you know, when you get your ears pierced, a lot of times you have that starter earring and they notoriously sit way high up off the ear. We all remember that, right? And why they haven't come up with a better solution to that, I don't know. But they sit real high up so everyone can tell they're like this starter earring that were, you know, you were at a mall kiosk, and yeah, that's just not a real high-end look. So I think that the lower the setting, the better off you are as far as that's a real couture type of look. I mean, settings make a difference. It really does. Let me show you what they look like from a distance away. Speaking of, you can see there how it looks from a distance away, and that's why suddenly they're giving a 1 carat vibe, and that's thanks to that oval and that bezel. Here is your measurement. They're over 1/4 of an inch. They're really close to 3/8 of an inch as far as the top to bottom length that you have. And then of course it's going to come with this great big butterfly backing. I will try one on just so you can also get a visual on this perspective as well, see how they will look. And I know we've done a lot of 1 carat round brilliants. Nothing in ovals, but we've done a lot of 1 carats, and these are a bigger look than that. So very excited to have them at this 49 point size. Great gifting idea with Mom's Day coming up and Easter. I like to do Easter gifting as well because, you know, chocolate's great, but I like to do jewelry, so I love some great, you know, Easter gifting ideas for those who love jewelry as well. This is going to be very affordable, so perhaps giftable. Let's take another look at them close up, and you get to choose again the fabulous quantity you want. So we have a couple. This is that one rare piece where we got a little bit of option here for you. So if you want to get more than one and get them for yourself and stack them up the ear or gift them as well, you can do that. But $6,500 was, like I said, the more comparable price for the round brilliants. They weren't $65,000. That would be a much bigger size. But $6,500 was the best I could find for you in the rounds. That was just a couple of hours ago. That was a round brilliant in a basket setting. The reason I point that out too is that the bezel gives you more gold. So there's more gold cost when you have the bezel setting. Obviously that takes more gold. It's not as thin and wiry and lightweight as a traditional basket setting. So that's something to keep in mind, but they're not $6,500, nor are they even $1,000. We're bringing them way down. These are a luxury look in a stud. There is a difference between your basic rounds that are in a basket setting that, quite frankly, whoever knows by looking at those if they're real, if they're man-made, if they're CZs, if they cost $20 or if they cost $20,000. It's tough to tell. My brain, and this just is just a function of being around a lot of jewelry for a lot of years, when I see bezels, that's when you know it's high-end. I don't know if any of the cheaper jewelry or the faux or the simulated or the synthetics that are done in bezels. It is like the instant mark that you've got the high end, the couture level, the best of the best. When you see the bezels, and that makes sense, you're not gonna probably put, and this is the big challenge right now that all the people that are doing faux, I have a lot of friends, they've all converted all of their inventory to man-made stones. You know what else? They can't even do gold, because the gold ends up costing about 25, 8 or 30 times what the actual stone cost. So they're doing what? Have you ever seen a lab grown in gold? It's not happening. Sterling silver used to be the thing. They would put them in sterling. Quite frankly, sterling's gone up so much, most of the lab grown stones are in a plating at this point, or in a stainless steel. So there's not a lot of, again, point is you don't get a lot of flexibility if you're working with even a cheaper stone. You don't put it in a lot of gold. You don't put it in a bezel. And that's why instantly when I think any trained eye sees the bezel setting, you know it's the elite high end. And the fact that they're under $1,000 certainly makes a bigger diamond affordable, unlike it should ever be. This is a natural diamond. Again, compare it to your lab growns out there, because I do believe that our natural diamond pricing will beat that of most any lab grown, certainly any lab grown in gold, because there's also, again, that gold you can't get around that gold price that's so high right now. We are. And again, we are the manufacturer. We didn't have to pay $5,500 an ounce a week ago. We got the gold here that we melt down. We are our own manufacturer. We can take the old pieces that you don't want and repurpose that gold. gold so that we're not having to buy at today's market value. Does that make sense? Because that's a really one of the big benefits of being your own manufacturer, and we're the only ones that can say that. And it's not $9.99 for the pair or $899 for the pair. There's a reason they're at top of the hour. There's a reason they're giftable. I think we've already seen that in triple digits. And when you're getting nearly a quarter carat or more per each earring, that is sensational. And they're not even $888 either. So let's go ahead and make your day here with the great giftable diamond stud, the bigger style, the wow factor, the amazing, amazing look. Of course, they're VS stones as well. Gotta appreciate that. I know I do. We still want our sparkling diamonds. It's not good enough for us that it's just a natural stone. Hey, look, we're the ones still offering natural from the earth. That's not good enough. They also need to be that really spectacular VS quality. And they're not even $799. This is prior to 12%. So take as many as you'd like to have. And we're going to blow them out right now for $777 a pair. That is while they last. And of course, there's another big discount happening as well. So when you see the $777, let's just all realize what that comes down to, because the math is spectacular. It's $683 for the pair of oval shapes, VS diamonds in bezels of gold. And that's all 14K. So congratulations if you get them. That beautiful look, $777, but really $683 at checkout if you'd like to have those. And don't forget about those aquamarines that we had earlier. Also, again, any questions you have on anything you saw in hour number 1, let me know how we can help you there. We'd love to do that. And a very, very important moment there. And we got 60 seconds left with those. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so glad you love them. Me too. And they're giftable because they're also a size that aren't too overwhelming. So if you were shopping maybe for, you know, the baby girl, the niece, you know, the daughters and the granddaughters who may just be getting started with jewelry, it's not too overwhelming for a teen or a tween to wear. It's like getting them started with the right type of quality, showing them what great quality is about, but also giving that beautiful size and scale that's really good for all of us every day. And whether you have one piercing or two, this is that size that I think walks that line where you could wear it as the main piercing or you could stack it up. I got a bunch of piercings. It would work in just about any one of them going up the lobe. So that's going to be a fabulous way to get your diamond studs. A serious size, but a really tiny price tag of $683. So thank you so much, everybody. We got 20 seconds left with those. Then our big moonstone pendant, our yellow sapphire. I need some requests as well if you have any of those. The big yellow diamond is here. The Tanzanite earrings also here. The Tanzanite earrings are emerald cuts. They are, even with the fancy cuts, now they've been here once before. They have. We had to give them a new item number to give them a new price because I went ahead and I did a little manipulation of the computer system. And you think computers are smart? They are. So but you can still manipulate them. And I did tonight by putting in a different cost so that we can do something magical on some Tanzanite earrings, because those of you that reach out to me have been asking a lot lately for Blue Wing Block D earrings, but not the $25,000 ones. So I've got them today. They're 7 carats. They're emerald cuts, and they look fabulous. And then right at the bottom of this hour, which is about 15 minutes, we got the paraiba wheel, the most affordable paraibas that are here, because ironically, before the show started, they brought me a teeny paraiba that's about 5 times the price of my wheel of paraibas. They probably had no idea that I had a blowout scheduled. Yes. Oh, okay. So Linda's going to leave the diamond ring here for me. Thank you, Linda. Is that Linda there? That's the one we're talking about? The baguettes and the rounds? Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Linda, so much for giving that back to me. She's like, she could buy her own jewelry. There it is. That's the ring that's back. And obviously, I'm kidding, but you guys, you know what to do. You got an hour and 45 minutes until I'm eligible to buy that. So that's the ring that's still here for you. And then we have our blue zircon pendant. Oh, I love this blue zircon round. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Happy Thursday, one and all. Look at this one. Every single thing has a fingerprint today. I don't know what's going on. Look at this one. That's a round with that bezel set stone as the bail. We have a yellow sapphire here, Tanzanite drops. Let's take a look at these. I know how many of you have been asking me for some Tanzanite drop earrings that wouldn't be, 5 or 6 figures, and that's what we've got here for you tonight. Just want to show them to you. They are 1130683. So, like I said, I'm really excited. We've had these before. They were $18,999, which, I think for a 7 carat of 6, 3.5 carats each, I think that makes sense. But we know we want about better value, and you got it right here. So, just a little FYI. 1130683 is the number here. I'm going to just give these away because I really want to, and they're 706 in size, and they're also 18 karat gold. So once again, we really, I got to talk to our jewelers. We should probably stop with the 18 karat gold because it's really, I'm at a loss here. I'm losing money on every single thing here, and it's with these upgrades in gold. I mean, you don't expect to see 18 karat gold when gold priced the way it's at. I mean, we're seeing record highs. So kind of interesting that we're continuing to have a lot of 18 karat, which I love in an earring, but this is really where I'm just going backwards by a mile here to get them out the door. There's also an incredible diamond weight. Now you notice there's actually round brilliance to start. They'll be at the top of your ear, dropping down in front of the lever back, but then it's a really big diamond, and for whatever reason, they just put the diamond weights together here, and it says 35 points. I don't know in what world, because those fancy cuts that are dangling between the rounds in your Tanzanite, those are like a fancy cut kite cut. That's an elongated cut that's considered a fancy cut in the world. That actually alone looks like a really good sized diamond that should be very expensive. And that's what we opted to use here. It was a really nice, I think, way to accentuate the fancy emerald cutting, give you a nice transition between the rounds and or center stones, as we call them. They're 3.5 carats each. They're stunning colors, seeing all the red flashes and the neons there, which we really appreciate about the best in the world. It's kind of why we go here is let's get you the best. The museum reserves, the blue wing block Ds. Here's the deal. Make me an offer on them. All I have in the system here is that $18,000 price tag at $17,999. I went ahead and deleted any costs there in the system and gave it a new item number just so we could get around that 18 grand. But as we take a look at them here, I'll show you what we're going to do is take an offer on them. And we're going to do this not at the end of the show because we only got about, we still got like an hour and 45. So what I'll do is I'll take the top offer here at 7 o'clock. Does that sound good? That's in 44 minutes. So if you have an offer, give it to us. And the top offer in about 44 minutes is going to get them. And we'll just make it easy that way. And that way we'll still show you some Tanzanite rings. But again, what a nice way to go when we've got an earring that you've been asking for. And I know $18,000, that puts it out of reach for most of us. 1.25 inches is the length here, top to bottom. This is a lever back hinge style. So you just open them up. There's a nice straight post there. And that's what's going to keep them balanced in the ear. I'll try one on for you as well. But make an offer. That's what I'm asking here. We're going to try to help everybody afford something that, quite frankly, is not really in an affordable category, being these tremendous emerald cuts, which are so really lovely. I mean, they give that ultra neon, that's for sure. Take a look at this. That's what they look like from a distance away, just so you can see how beautiful they are and that great drape. And I always like to point out that is a piercing coverage there. So you get full piercing coverage, meaning the diamonds go up over the post, so you see just, it makes it look like you have the most perfect piercing ever, like a brand new piercing, like the day you were 15 years old or what have you. And yet this is really stunning in the drop. And look at how they sit evenly. That's important. How they're actually engineered so that they can sit out with never the stone. You never want it to like list one way or the other. You want it to sit straight out to the world so everybody sees the power of that blue wing block D magic, and that's what's happening. So that's what they look like from a distance. That's an awfully pretty earring. And if you're lucky enough to have some blue wing block Ds, it'll be a good time to pick up an earring to go back with them, to really just match back to all your favorite museum reserves that you might already have, whether it's rings or necklaces or pendants or even bracelets. There have been a couple bracelets here, but no offers so far. And again, you can do whatever you'd like. I was advised with the offers, just give us your top offer, whatever you think they're worth to you. If you got $5, put in $5. You know, it's one of those things where, like I said, at the top of the hour at 7 o'clock, we'll make sure we give those away. Okay, and then we're going to have a beautiful paraiba deal, yellow diamond, a blue zircon, Tanzanite rings. The paraiba wheel is coming up. Any requests you have, I want to get this gorgeous designer pendant. And listen, if there's no offers, we keep them. We keep them. The stones are actually promised to museums. They're actually not going together. One is promised to one museum and one is promised to another, and then the gold would be melted down. So at the end of the day, if we don't get an offer, we'll have those stones shipped off to their rightful museums where they were promised, and we can, you know, melt down that gold. But look at this. This is one pendant, and it's going to go north to south on the neckline. So I know it looks a little like a fish here. It's not going to look that way because it's north to south on the neckline, but it's actually going to be a really cool designer cut. 112-1472. Yes. All right. Thank you. Who was that? Kim's got $500 for us on the earrings. Kim, you got it. If you're the top and only offer at 7 o'clock Pacific time, Kim, they'll be all yours. Okay, $500 on the Tanzanites. Thank you, Kim. So here we are on our 9 karat 92. Now another 18 karat gold example. That means it also comes with an 18 karat gold chain. It's a box link. 32 points is the diamond work. The diamond weight is 32 points. And then you've got some, I love the way they look like they're connected there. Top and bottom are actually this celestial kind of like a constellation style where they're only connected with prongs. So it's really intriguing. And then one side done in pave, one side done in mirror finished 18 karat. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Embrace yourself because it's a biggie. It's got an 18-inch chain but fully adjustable, and that's what it does. It just completely lights up. It's one of the coolest stones. And the stone itself is just shy of 10 carats. It's 18 karat solid gold. This chain is included for free. I didn't price it with the chain. I'm just pricing the pendant 2 inches top to bottom. Let's try it on. Yes?
1,000 for Rebecca in Arizona.
Hi, Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm trying to get this to sit the right way. There you go. Rebecca in Arizona has $1,000 on the earrings. Isn't that a great style? 15 on the earrings, by the way. Got some delayed response tonight on the earrings, but thank you. 15 is, and let me know who that is, Andy, when you get a chance. I'm keeping track here. 17. And $17.50 now on the earrings. Maybe we just turn it into immediate, like, I don't know, auction, because we got like amazing backed up calls here. So we may need to put the earrings back up. If you'd like this piece, there's the link. So you can see it's a box link chain. It's fully adjustable. It's even got a little heart-shaped charm. So any extra length that would sit down the neckline in the back, that would actually have a little heart-shaped charm. If you would like this tourmaline with that fancy cutting, this is my big beef with tourmalines, especially in the greens. They oftentimes get too dark, and then you don't see the color. This is really that bright, gorgeous teal anyways, but then adding that specialty cut just makes it all the more fabulous, doesn't it? It's a really good look. It just lights it up. It looks like lasers going every which way inside the stone. And we're going to make this one, you know what, skip all the drama of 17,000. I mean, this is a big time piece. 17,000. That's what the earrings just were. I'm at $17.50 now on the earrings, by the way. This was 17,000. Let's get it down. And all 18 karat gold, a stunner of a 10 karat almost. We're going to blow this out, make it $1,999. It's $1,759 at checkout. Oh my. So that would be something of a bit, I think that's a little crazy, really. So $1,759, that's the idea. I think it has to be tonight to make the magic happen. And that's what we're going to do. So that's your way to get the beautiful tourmaline and all that 18 karat. I mean, you see it fills up the entire screen there, 2 inches in length. And actually, there is a little bit of a bail on this side. So if you wanted to wear, look at this, you actually have bails really throughout. So if you wanted to utilize this side instead, or this side, you could make it either way, but you could also wear it east to west, because I was just noticing there's really bails that'll suffice. So you could wear it any which way you want, east to west, north to south, south to north, because you really have all the opportunity to string the chain through it how you'd like. So that's going to be $17.59. Let me know who's got it, because that one's gone. Yeah, we needed like 20 of those. No surprise why. It's a gorgeous piece. And then also here comes our big moonstone. Here's the big pendant. This is that, it is technically a cushion cut square, but does it ever look like a round? 1130180. Let me hold this up and get the baby tweezers out just to hold it so I don't block any of those gorgeous diamonds. And here it is. This really, doesn't it look like a round? Just beautiful, but you can see the square cushion shape of the double halo. It is 18 karat solid, and it's got a great basket. Oh, I like the way that's done. Some little marquise cutouts connecting your under gallery there to the side details, and that is fabulous. That's a 530 moonstone, 18 karat gold. Again, I'm getting tired of 18 karat gold. What about you guys? Nah, we can never get tired of the best gold out there. There's 24 karat gold, guys. People ask me this all the time. Why isn't the jewelry, if it's so good, why isn't it made in 24 karat gold? 24 karat gold is too soft. You can't expect it to hold gems and diamonds. It's too soft. They don't make jewelry out of 24 karat gold, unless it's one of those like ingots. You know, that's a different story. That's a pendant. That's okay. But as far as set in stones, no, you got to have 18 karat gold. You got to alloy it to make it a little tougher, make it a little stronger. Now we're going to do this one with the diamond weight at 79 points. Gonna blow it out here. One only on the moonstone. What else is new? So many great stones, but listen, they're one onlys. And I'm so excited for whoever just got that green tourmaline. Well done there. Let's take a look at this. This is our big one here. I don't think there's been a larger one, to be honest with you. I don't think we've seen larger than 5 carat 30 in the Moonstone. And then the length of the piece is going to be as follows. It's going to be about an inch there, top to bottom. I'll take a look at it on the neckline for you as well, so you can get an idea of what that's going to look like from afar. And that's quite a size. And if you are ever worried, let's say you love the Moonstones, but you're worried about getting a ring because maybe you understand that it's a little something you want to be a little more delicate with, well then get it in a pendant. You never have to worry about it then. All that wearability every day, and with all the colors in a Moonstone, don't you think it'd be a great candidate of a stone to wear every day? I do. I know I would wear one every day. I'm trying to get one, but you guys are stealing them all from me. Here's what we'll do on this one. It's one only. We'll blow it out. That is supposed to be $89.99. This is the most valuable Moonstone I've had yet, by far. And here's what we'll do instead of $89.99. One caller only, and the lines are rocking. No question about why they are. It's these values. It's Lolo going loco with the giveaways. Let's blow it out, $39.99, and there's a huge savings coming with it as well. $39.99 comes right on down, and this is not something you wait for. You don't wait for that discount. It happens immediately. As soon as you say yes, that is going to be your piece, and you're only paying $3,519 for it. $3,519 for a big-time 5 carat 30. And can't wait to see who got that green tourmaline. Well done there. Thank you. Thank you. Any more offers coming in? If we got any offers on the Tanzanite earrings, we want to hear from you. Yes. I'm sorry, say it again. $22.50. Okay, thank you. $22.50, and who was that? Okay, we'll find out. I hope we know. In 35 minutes, those earrings will be gone. So the top offer at this moment is $22.50. That's going to be, yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be something that you want to stick around for, because the earrings are supposed to be 18 grand. So again, $39.99 for the pendant. We're still getting offers on the earrings. $22.50 stands as the top offer at the moment, and we're only about 30 minutes away from giving those away. So they are fabulous. And then we've got our purple pink, and we're going to show you the purple paraiba as well. I've got two. I've got a ring and a pendant on the way tonight, but that's the Moonstone. $39.99 comes down almost $500 off. That's $35.19 at checkout. Okay, we got the big yellow sapphire here. I'll just show you a few pieces. Tell me if you love it. Joanne, I got to ask, who got that green tourmaline? Diane got it. Thank you so much, Diane. Might as well thank everybody who's picking something up today. I'd love to hear from everybody and know that they're going to good homes. We always know that. But that's my yellow sapphire. It's a beautiful unheated 2 1/4 carat. It's 1130674, and that's our pear shape unheated yellow sapphire. We'll have a yellow diamond later, but it is not going to be this affordable. And here's a really important yellow sapphire, unheated material. So the sapphire world is almost always heated, whether it's a ruby, because yeah, rubies are sapphires too, sorta. They get their own name because they're just real special, but the sapphire world, be it blues, parashas, any of the greens, any of the yellows, any of the pinks, they're all usually heated. And so when you get an unheated stone like this one is, in a 2.25 or 2 1/4 carat, it's very special. And I think you can see why. Look at the material. It's clean, it's bright. It didn't need the help of heating because, well, what would heating do? Not sure you can perfect perfection any more than it already is. And we got a diamond weight around it of 16 points, and we'll try to blow this one out as well. We'll give you another look at the Tanzanite earrings before we give those away in about 30 minutes. And did we ever figure out who 2250 is from? Hi, Caroline. Thank you. I'm curious now if it's like folks coming back, upping their own offers, or if it's new people making an offer for the first time, but very excited to have y'all with us. And again, only a few short minutes till we give away those Tanzanite earrings. And again, $22.50 is the current maximum offer right now. That's something special there. So I'm not real comfortable with where those are going here, but yeah, we'll see what happens by the top of the hour. But this is our yellow sapphire, and that's a really important 225. We'll show it to you on. Of course, there's a beauty of a pear shape, that elongation that simply the stone cutting gives you, makes it very, very attractive on the hand here. 2 ways to wear it, but look at that snap and sparkle. I don't know if anybody would question. I think everyone would assume yellow diamond all the way there. And, you know, it's a shame when you look like a yellow diamond. Well, I mean, what's the problem, right? Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing to be compared to a yellow diamond, but hey, yellow sapphire is saying, I'm important too. I'm a cool stone too, I'm rare, especially in an unheated material like you have here. It's extremely rare. We're gonna blow it out right now, $24.99 first caller. Yellow gold only, just need to know your ring size. It'll be right out to you. Just a reminder, we still have some of the Opal studs, bezel set, still have all three of our aquas, and I promised you at the bottom of the hour we would show you paraibas at the best price possible. So we're gonna do that next. Blue greens. I have sold out of every single green paraiba I've had. We are out of them at this point, except for a couple of the big stones. But I decided let's go extra, extra rare. Bring out our blue-green paraibas and blow them out. There's a reason they're popular, they're rare. Let me show you what we have. It's bottom of the hour. That means we're halfway through the show. Welcome on in, everybody. Thursday night is here. Look at this. This one's a little more green. And then we got some others that are going to blend the blue and the green together. I do love these. We've got three that are almost identical. They're just gorgeous, classic, classic, classic. But they're also here to give you a great value, and they're all virtually the same. So now we just need to figure out, do you want the green, the private collection? This is the private collection. Oh yeah, because you see the color. And that one I'm going to put right in the middle here because we're going to separate our greens a little bit. This one's a neon pop of blue green. This one's more, I would say, like a minty green. And all we need to do is get them a home. You can see they're in the exact same 58-point double halo mounting. They're all in 14 karat white gold. It's pretty straightforward. And what is it about these green paraibas? Why is it that every ring, every trio, every blowout, every pendant, every earring, everything I've had in the last week or so of bringing out green paraibas, every single one of them has sold? Why would that be? Why would that be? Big deal, 12% off, yes, that's a big part of it. But I would contend it's more the discounting that's happening prior to the 12% off that's really making the impression here, especially when these are the rare of the rare. There's tourmaline, like we showed you, the green tourmaline, that beautiful green in the pendant, gone. This is paraiba. So that implies these stones actually have that copper and manganese content, which is what really propels them to the rarity level of paraiba. Only paraibas get that distinction of being the rarest tourmaline out there. That's what you have here. And they're all different. They're all a little bit different in their colors, so pick your favorite, but know that they're all gonna be the same price. And two are just under a carat. One of them is over a carat. So that may be how you decide. Take a look though, let's see which one you like. And also, might I add, this particular trio is gonna be the most affordable of everything I've had in the last week or two. So you get the bigger discount, you get a huge opportunity, and you get to be in one of the most highly collectible, highly touted categories of gemstones on earth. And so all you need to do is dial. Let me walk you through the carat weights because we have our, I'm going to start here in the middle because you know that one's going to go first. Sorry, it is. I mean, it just is. You guys are smart. You're smart. They're all rare. They're all valuable. But the clarity on that center is just a little bit better. And it's got a little more blue. And that's why it's got that distinctive color. Now, that's going to be our 83-pointer. Remember, they all have 53 points in diamonds. 58, rather. 58. 58 points in diamonds, no matter what. This is the 83-point center. It is the blue-green in the middle. That's the private collection stone. That was, it used to be $79.99. Then we have the 121 is over here. So let me just remind you, 121, same diamond weight, 58 points, double halo. That's the larger. So if you're going for the largest carat weight, which another collector might consider, that's where you're going right side carat 21. Then this is the 81 pointer. That one's got a real minty. I think that one looks the mintiest if you like a bright neon. That's our 81 pointer with the 58 points in diamonds. Let's get them all a home. None of them are $79.99. Proud to say. And then we're going to revisit those Tanzanite earrings. Our top offer is only $22.50 on $18,000 earrings. Yikes. Just so you know, side note, while we wait for everybody to get on the phone lines, $22.50 with 12% off is $19.80. It was also a nice year, but it's $19.80, which would make those Tanzanites like $250 a carat. So yeah, not exactly what you'd expect to see as far as pricing goes. But we turn our attention to paraibas. I'm gonna need some callers. because this is, let me say this as simply as I can. Out of all the green, all the blue greens, all the paraibas I've ever brought you on the show, best values right now. Best value all time. Even before you take your 12% off, it is the best value all time. There's just no other way to say it or to put this in perspective. It is now or never on the paraibas. When they're gone, they're gone. Nothing I can do to bring anything back. I'm pretty much gone through every single piece of paraiba. These were a little bit more collectible because they have an element of blue to them. They're not always going to be 50-50. Sometimes you see like an 80-20. Sometimes you see a 70-30. There are different ratios of colors, and that's really why I love that there's 3, because you're going to pick the one that just suits you the best. What is your favorite? Your favorite's going to be different than my favorite. My favorite's going to be different than another. So that's the beauty of it. Everybody gets the stone that's going to be extremely affordable for what this is, and nobody else in the world is really selling them right now. So to be able to say, we're going to put them on sale. We're going to put them on sale with an extra discount. We're going to knock down these $8,000 rings and bring them even lower. Do you want the center one? Of course you do. And yes, I mean, you know that's going to happen. It's going to be gone. So that one I'm just going to say is gone already. So if you wanted that one and only that one, don't call. Yes. Oh, good. All right. We got $2,300. We're going up in $50 increments now on the offer on the Tanzanites. So we got $2,300 on the earrings. Thank you. But this is going to be a really special one, and they're not going to be $79, $69, $59, or $49. And remember when they've been $39, they've all gone, and when they were $29.99, they've all gone. Well, here we go right now. Best price ever on the paraibas. You simply let me know which one you like. The center one is going to be gone. I mean, no question about it. And here's what we're going to do. Instead of even $49, $39, or $29, we got a major, major value here. And we're going to take them even lower than $2,500. What about the band? There's $2,500 of gold alone. There's 58 points in diamonds. You're adding, I'm not talking about $2,500 for the mounting. I'm talking about the plain gold band. Then there's that double halo. Then there's that incredibly important stone that, quite frankly, you can't even put a per carat price on anymore because no one else is selling it. That's why even having them up for sale is really the bigger headline than on sale. There are two things at work here. This is a stone that is so rare. If you have one, you're holding on to it. That includes the dealers of the world, the gem wholesalers of the world, the collectors like me of the world, who I got another offer just, again, when I was in Tucson. Yeah, of course. Everybody was hounding me. Everyone, oh, how you been? Now, do you want to sell your 10 carat? Oh, how you been? Good to see you. Do you want to sell your 10 carat? I'm not selling mine. It's my retirement fund. I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. Don't sell your paraibas. But that is why when nobody in the world is really selling their paraibas, that's why you could say there's a shortage. They're here on sale. We're not just saying here they are for sale. They're now on sale. And they're going to be on sale times two. I'm going to get discounted, and then you're going to take 12% off. Just choose left, right, center. I think the center one's gone. We'll check it out. But they're not going to be 25 or 24 or 23. We're busy on the lines. Which one do you like? Okay. Well, everybody on the phone line is making offers on the Tanzanites, and we've got $2,350 on the Tanzanite earrings. Oh, my goodness. So we've probably gone from what? We're to like maybe $275 a carat, something like that. Anyway, let's blow out the paraibas. Make them $19.99. That's it. And $17.59 at checkout instead. So a last call on the paraibas. 60 seconds. We're bringing the Tanzanite out. Let's just bring it out. We'll show them for 20 minutes if we have to. It doesn't matter. We're stuck at $23.50. That we've only got 2 people making offers at the moment. So, and they're going up in $50 increments. So it's something that, again, we need to make sure everybody recognizes what sizes we're talking about. The middle one is gone. Congratulations. That's 1125847. 2 more choices here to make. $17.59 at checkout price tag. Do you like the more lime neon green or the more minty green? That's like a spearmint, and that's a neon. This one has a little more of that secondary blue. This one's pretty much minty green. So those are our last 2. We'll show the Tanzanite earrings again. If you're going, what the heck is everyone making an offer on? Because I'm looking at paraiba. That's right. We showed you a few minutes ago some Tanzanite drop earrings. We're going to bring them back out. We're not waiting till the end of the show. I realize that can be late for some people on a school night. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring them out and send them out in 20 minutes. Yes?
Can you talk to Trillian Aquamarine again for a second?
For who?
Sorry.
Sonia, you got it, Sonia. We've got a trillion aqua to flash for you. 112-9804. Here you go, Sonia. Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine, trillion cut, part of a wheel blowout we did in our first hour. It was the only non-3 stone style, and this is 112-9804. And that, Sonia, is our trillion cut 1 carat 45 Sierra Santa Maria Aqua. It does have a wider band of gold and 7 points in diamonds right along the one edge. This is a semi bezel. So there's your one side in a beautiful gold setting here, the V-tip prong on the other side, and then set on top of a pretty wide band of 14 karat white gold. Okay, so that would be a really beautiful option. Now we had it for $10.99. It was part of a wheel blowout, so $10.99, but that'll take you well under $1,000 with your 12% off. And then we'll return back to our Tanzanites for a look at those. And 2 paraibas remain available. Andy, who scored that gorgeous private collection? Kristen? Kirsten. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you. All right, so $10.99. And reminder that with 12% off, I know that's strange math, so we'll do that for you, and that's $967 and change. Okay, $967. We're going to revisit our Tanzanites here because all I can muster so far is $23.50. From, I believe we've got Carolyn in the lead at $23.50. So let's remind you what's at stake here. And we may just have to look at them for about 20 minutes because we got some work to do on these earrings. And I want to introduce, I know this is a little unusual, and that's why we ask you to watch the shows live, because there are pieces that are only available here during the show live. And don't want you to miss out on those pieces. So here are Tanzanite drop earrings, the 7 carats 06 in our emerald cuts. It's 3.5 carats plus in each. They start with the round brilliant diamonds. They get into that really fabulous elongated kite cut. This is a wonderful, wonderful piece of jewelry. And it's been one of our more affordable of the fabulous Tanzanite earring selection. Because most of our drops are quite pricey, $25,000, you asked for these. Now, here's the current offer, $23.50 is where we're at. So I know it's changed a little bit since we got some offers while we were not showing them. Yeah. Thank you. Aqua's gone, the trillion. And again, we had 2 other aquas that if you missed them, please let me bring them out for you. We'll probably have to recap those for you. And here's what we're doing, $23.50. We just got $3,000. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate that. Who's that? Oh, okay, new offer just came in. Thank you very much. What's that? Okay, so Tom has $3,000 now. Tom, so let's put an end to this nonsense of the $50 increments. Well, we're at 3 now. And remember, there is going to be a 12% off. So everything means everything. So as much as I probably should not do a 12% off on an offer situation that's timed like this is with only 18 minutes to go till we sell them, we are at 3,000, but Tom's probably done the math already and realizes that would put his offer at actually $26.40. So big difference there. There's a shift in the price tag from what your offer even is. The offer you make is not what you're actually going to pay. So I encourage you to think about that as we get closer and closer to, yeah. Did you say 35 from Rita? Thank you, Rita. So Tom, Rita just outbid you at 35. So thank you, Rita, so much. We're just taking live offers here. We've got Rita at 35 now on the gorgeous earrings, and we got a long way to go. They're $18,000 earrings. So very proud to bring you a value like that is. It's a really strong opportunity here, and we've only got about 17 minutes. And if you have any questions on them, please let me know. I think the graphics are certainly helpful in showing you they're 3.5 carats each. And just for the record, I think that sometimes when we don't see as many earrings, sometimes it helps to think about it in a more mathematical format. I think sometimes we have to think about how we get here. Like in recent days, I've had 3.5 carat individual stones that are set in rings. And those 3.5 carats with just a few diamonds would be about $5,000. So there, if you just double that, you think about, okay, that's $10,000 there, plus the fact this is an upgrade in the gold. There's a little more workmanship with an earring. Earrings are a little more complex to make than, let's say, a ring. A ring is pretty simple. There's no articulation to work with. There's no moving parts or hinges like you have in the lever back. So it'd be a lot more straightforward and simple to make a ring. This is an earring, so a lot more labor is required. They are in 18 karat gold, which when you have any gold, but significant amounts of gold, like what's required in an earring, it's kind of nice to have that 18 karat in an earring, but that's a huge upgrade to get. And keep in mind, we're at $3,500, which I like to make sure you know the math. That would actually be $3,080. So you're only paying right now, well, Rita would only be paying a little over $3,000 with the current offer. So that's also something to consider. Think about where they're going to go with your 12% off. That's important to remember. And it looks like we might be stuck at 30. Never mind. Tom just came in at 37. Okay, so 3,700 now for Tom. So two kind of newer offers here, at least since I've heard, and that's going to be 37. And again, they're selling in 16 minutes no matter what. We're not waiting till the end of the show. We still have an hour after that. But I'll show you a couple more things here. I just want to keep everybody up to date on where we stand with those earrings at only 37, which, remember, very different price you would pay from the offer you make. So feel free to go a little bit higher on the offer, because that offer comes down quite a bit with that 12% off. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. Yes, I'm getting a couple of you asking if I can recap the aqua or the aquas, and I will show you the aquas. And I have that diamond ring to recap as well. Some of you are asking, what happened with that diamond ring? Did it sell? Did it not? It did sell, and then it came back. So we've got, again, sometimes swaps happen. Sometimes someone chooses something else instead they see later. So we want to let you know what's here. And keep in mind, we're only at 37 now from Tom on the offer. So that's where, again, if you can beat 37, you got to make those offers now. We're only about 15 minutes away from selling those. So here are two aquas we had earlier. I know for those of you that missed out in the first hour, here's the emerald cut and here's the oval. Two aquas like the trillion. They were part of that wheel where the trillion cut already now has sold. And now we've got either the emerald cut or the oval. They're actually both well over 2 carats. We got the 232 on the oval, and we've got the 267 on the emerald cut. So either way, 6 points in diamonds, 3 stone styles in 14 karat solid gold. Very excited about these being here, also at $10.99 a piece. So just want to recap those. Some of you asked, wait a minute, I didn't see the aquas you're referring to. There they are. They were from hour number 1. I know we start these shows early these days. I know. I'm not loving it either, but it is what it is. So here we are, guys, at $10.99. That puts them well under $1,000. I'll recap the diamond ring that's also here, because in about 15 minutes, we have a whole new batch of viewers that typically join in. Some of our cable folks don't even get us till 7 o'clock. They can't even watch the show till then. So it gets very busy for the last hour of these weeknights. Do keep that in mind. All right, we're going to show you the diamond ring, that designer style. Again, I love that designer ring. It did sell, but again, got swapped out, it looks like, so let's show that one too. This is that designer bypass ring with that really important carat 26, wasn't it? Yeah, 1130555 on this bypass designer ring. And then again, Tanzanites, you can feel free. You don't need to be seeing them. We're not going to revisit them till probably near the end of the hour. So if you have an offer on the Tanzanites that can beat current offer, $3,700, let me know what that offer might be. Sounds like we may be at 38. I'm going to check and see. What do we have there? Okay. Yeah, let me know if it's just confirmed. So here we are, another recap. 42 points in the baguettes, 84 points in the rounds, but all set solid and seamlessly together. And it's the different cuts for me that really make it so unique in its style. 1 1/4 carat plus in those diamonds, and yet easy to wear. Fully finished inside under gallery. Everything about it is really spectacular and just very wearable. It's a comfortable ring. It's an easy to wear ring, but it's still going to give you a whole lot of wow. And that one is down to just $2,499. There is a new price tag, and it comes down by $300. You'll get it for $2,199 if you are going to say yes to that 12% off, and why not? Beautiful ring, great designer style. And that is here for $24.99, but really $21.99. How are we doing? Any new offers on the Tanzanite earrings? I think we're stuck at 37. All right. So it's going to come down to the last 10 minutes or so of this hour. Remember, those will go out, and we still got to think about where that value is on a per carat level. It's amazing, because $3,700, remember, that would actually be a payment of $3,256. And that still makes those stones like $450 a carat. So way too low on those fabulous, fabulous Tanzanite drops. So we'll revisit those in a moment. If you have any questions about that ring, let me know. I got to try it on again for you here, show you what it looks like from a distance away. It sits beautifully on the hand. It's a low profile setting. So doesn't get in the way, doesn't sit up too high off the hand. You can see right there, but really beautiful the way that's done. And obviously a really fantastic design in the 14 karat white gold. That's how it stays. And then of course you can wear it anywhere you'd like to on the hand, and that's a beautiful design. So that'll be down to $21.99. So another recap there. And then also we do have a paraiba in the blue green. So if your heart's desire is to get a true 50-50 blue green, there still is a paraiba option for you. 62 point. I've been selling out of every paraiba we've had. This is a beautiful blue green in a ribbon-like style mounting. Great designer look there. We have a yellow diamond to show you. We have a blue zircon to show you. We have our purple paraiba to show you. It's going to be a wild last hour. This is probably the cleanest, and it's truly a rubellite color. They've got it listed as purple. It really is a rubellite, more red, which makes it the ultimate rarity because it's not just purple. It's got that hot pink fuchsia red, which if you know rubellites, regular rubellites, how rare they are, how expensive they are, this one's got copper. So it's the rubellite color, but still with a copper content, which makes it really important. All right, you're asking to see them again. Here we go. Here they come, the Tanzanite earrings. We'll probably just hang out with them for another, let's get comfy because we're still, well, let me just put this as simply as I can here. We are way back of cost. And that would surprise no one. On a Thursday night, with only 10 minutes left to go in this hour, this is number 2, we got one more hour after this, with the earrings will be long gone. This is not going to be an end of the show taken offer. This is the end of the hour, which is 10 minutes from right now. We are stuck at $3,700 as our offer. That's the top offer we've been able to get on an $18,000 earring. I know this is what so many of you have personally reached out and spent your time out of your busy schedule to reach out and ask me specifically if there's anything in Tanzanite drops that we can make on the more affordable side. Little did I ever imagine we would be at $3,700 on this Tanzanite drop earring with an $18,000 TVON price tag. That would have been 12% off, but hey, you're still getting 12% off whatever your top offer is. So that also is very exciting and a reason to go maybe a little bit higher with that offer because it doesn't make a big difference in the scheme of things when you think about how it's going to come down for you with the 12% off. So you've got 9 minutes now, 9 minutes. We sell them in 9 minutes at the top of the hour, which is 7 o'clock Pacific time. Here they are. There's the fabulous earring in the emerald cut. I got to make sure y'all saw them first of all on as well. That's really important just to make sure. We are 37 and it sounds like everybody's bowed out. So again, if you have somebody, and listen, you don't need to be a current offerer, if you will, you can come on in. If you're seeing them for the first time, this is gone in 9 minutes. We're making sure you see all the different specs, like there's the length that are going to be 1.25 inches top to bottom. The lever back style that makes it all hinged and easy. You can see how they just pop open, click close, just like that. You'll hear it click into place, and then they're locked. We're at 37. Reminder that comes way below that price tag. With your 12% off, there's a lot of extra savings to be had. You'd be saving well over $400 right now. So the price tag you offer is not even the price you pay. Here's what they look like on, just for another for instance there of the size and the way they drop and the way they move, because that's important as well. We like a drop earring for the way they move. I think that's part of the fun of it, is the movement they give you, what we call the articulation that really just dances in the light here. And then when you get the emerald cuts that are so rich and saturated in their neons, to see all that color come through as you wear them is awfully nice. And red flashes galore. They're stunning. They're 18 karat gold. Again, we have upgraded the gold for you as well. Got the diamonds in the front. This is that really important bigger diamond there. That's kind of like a variation of a kite cut that you're getting between the rounds and the Tanzanite. So that's incredibly important as well. And we have got now, remember, only $3,700 in our last call on this earring. Let's take a look at them up close. They're perfect. They are perfect. And this is what's so crazy. $3,700 goes way less than that. You got to make those offers now. We've only got moments left until they're gone, and there has never been a Tanzanite earring of this size for this price tag ever. Look at where they should have been, where they could have been. Look at what we're doing now, really rolling the dice here in the early parts. Like I said, a lot of our viewers can't even tune in until the next hour arrives. So that means you are part of a select few that get to tune in and jump in for this incredible offering to get this savings. And there was a little something on that one, so I had to polish it up a little bit more. But you see here the kind of spectacular flash you're getting, the neons that are overwhelming. We have a last call, and we've only got about now 5 or 6 minutes here until they're gone. And these are just spectacular in every way. The red flashes are powerful. The neons are stunning. This is Museum Reserve. They just happen to also be matched. Not easy to do in the Museum Reserve. There were only a couple Museum Reserve pieces that we could ever match up into an earring for you. And you're looking at one of those examples. And that is where it's like an embarrassment of riches to get those two stones together at one fabulous value. So last call on the earrings. We are about 5 minutes away from giving those away. And that's really the truth here. That's giveaway time. This is not, and again, I don't know if anyone else is bothering to do the math because you probably don't watch a show with a calculator, but I got one in front of me. And just really important to note that $3,700 after your 12% off, go ahead and take that. That's $3,250. Now $3,256 to be exact. But when you think about the carat weight, that's $460 a carat if there's no charge for the diamonds and no charge for the 18 karat gold and no charge for the labor, which an earring takes a lot of that labor. So this is unheard of. Never before seen price tag, $3,700, last chance, last call. 5 minutes left to go. Current offer stands at $3,700, which is really only $3,256. That is a far difference, big separation there between what you pay and what you offer. And it's time, because I think it's going to come down to the wire here. It's like anything, you know, do you really, if you bid with 7 days left on an eBay auction, do you really expect to get it at the end of the auction? Probably not. Most of the action happens near the end, maybe in the last couple of seconds. Well, we're getting to it here. 5 minutes away until these sell. 5 minutes. Not doing the end of the show here. I realize it's a weeknight. Some people got early mornings. They go to bed early, and, you know, I get it. It's you know, we could have an East Coaster out there that's saying, I need to wrap these up now. Yeah. 38 from Mary. Hi, Mary. Thank you. 38 from Mary. So we just got a new bid at 38. Hi, Mary. All right, so Mary's got 38. I'm writing them all down, so I got a record here. And then again, well, at this point, we don't need to call you back. You're going to see them out the door in a couple of minutes here. We got 4 minutes left till they go, so we'll just keep an eye on them here and looking for an offer better than 38 at this point. And again, 38, still we're saying, I mean, you can go $100, but look at the difference it makes. I mean, you're saving even more. $33.44 now would be the price after discount. And I'll give you a minute to look at them. She didn't even want to stay on the phone lines, huh? She was like, no, I'll wait, call me back. She knows this is not an end of the show deal, right? She knows it's end of the hour, right? Oh, yeah, Joanne just misinformed her. Okay, I hope I'm making myself clear. Okay, let me just say this really quickly here, because I know I've done this a couple of times, but I always wait until the end of the show. So you're either thinking two things. The show ends in 4 minutes? No. Or the earrings go at the end of the show? No. They're actually going out the door in 4 minutes time. 4 minutes. I don't think we have a 4 minute clock, but we can do a 3 minute clock when appropriate to count them down. I know that's confusing, but end of the show is at 8. The end of this particular deal is at 7. That's in 3.5 minutes from now. So this is not the end of the show. We're sending them out at 7 o'clock. I know it's weird, but again, it is what it is. And I'm really, really, really regretting that option and choice. I'm really regretting it because we need those 7 o'clock viewers, I think. We need those 7 o'clock viewers. We have people that don't tune in until 7 o'clock. They're never going to know this happened. You guys do, and you get to take advantage of it. Remember, this goes backwards by 12%. That is a big savings. So again, it ends in 3 minutes. It ends in 3 minutes. Just got to make sure. Poor Mary, she's like, oh, I guess I got an hour to wait. Call me back. No, it ends in 3 minutes time, and we're going to have a clock so we know. Okay, so there is going to be, yep, ticking down there for you. That's last call. Can we beat $3,800? If you have an offer higher than 38, we got to hear from you in the next 2 minutes and 45 seconds. It's go time. This is it. And it looks like they might be going to 38. That can't happen. Oh my goodness. Oh no, because 38 is not what you pay. 38 comes down a lot lower. Remember, that turns into $33.56, and that's, or $33.44 rather. Got all these numbers swirling in my head. I know it's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of numbers. Just, I think, know that you're paying a lot less than what your offer is. That to me is helpful. I think that's great. So we have our final call. Yep, should have waited to the end of the show, and I can't change it now because here we are, and Mary's out there somewhere going, oh, I guess I'm going to get them now instead of waiting an hour. Okay, good. 2 minutes left to go. Do we have 39? Thank you. Who's at 39? They came in just in the nick of time. Thank you so much. Okay, so wait, we have a different Mary? Oh, Okay, we have two different Marys. I wondered if she was upping her own bid or her own offer, but no. So we have two different Marys, and one was at 38 and one's at 39. Gotcha. All right. So now I'm clear. Yes. Okay. So we have another minute 40 until this is done, and we have $3,900, and we're looking for more. And wowza, wowza, wowza. That's kind of amazing. 90 seconds left to go, and they're sold. Now, just as an update, 3,900 current offer. That really would be 3432. 3432 to get those home. Big difference, like nearly $500 extra off. So again, if there was ever a time to feel like, okay, maybe I could give it a little bit better offer, maybe I can make this a little bit sweet, you got to do it now. You got to do it now because it goes backwards so far. And that's what's exciting. And you've got the earrings and you've got the value. And yes, we are a minute away from the earrings finding their home. My goodness. And what do we have next? The only other earrings I have that are drops are 7.5 carat Ferrari diamond earrings, which I meant to put on tonight. And I didn't yet, but I will. I'll wear them for an hour. They're fabulous. So we do have some big diamond earrings, but they're not going to be $3,900. They're more like 20 grand. They look like this. I'll just flash them really quickly since I got some earring lovers with us, no doubt. What about multicolored diamond earrings? Look at that, just a quick flash. I mean, I can't help myself. We got drop earrings. So we got drop earring lovers looking at Tanzanites. What if you wanted all those diamonds? All those multicolored diamond earrings. I mean, come on, look at that. That's 7.5 carats in diamonds. But we have 20 seconds left with our Tanzanites. Anybody want to go more than 39? Never see anything like this. It's really good. It's really, really good. Well, this is something. Congratulations. I guess there's nothing else to, I mean, there's nothing else I can see on TV. I mean, I could say something else, but congratulations. Wow. That's that? Do you have 4? Well, I guess we got to move on. And we got a top of the hour for you. And it is my rarest paraiba I've shown you in my career. Whoa, that's a big statement, but we're going to talk about it. So coming up, those are gone. Congratulations. Gosh, that's amazing. Let me show you this rubellite that also is copper bearing. Two things at work here. If you ask most of the gem population, gemstone collectors, gemstone lovers, gemologists, if you ask what the rarest tourmaline in the world is, most are going to say rubellite because a lot of gem folks don't know about paraibas. They're still relatively new. And it kind of, that's always a test of how well do they know the gemstone world. Welcome to the show, by the way. I'm so glad you're with us tonight. It is such a pleasure to be here. I cannot imagine being anywhere else but here right now for this very special moment, and thank you for being here. And even if you're just a casual viewer, like I know so many of you are, and you just like, you know, watching the show for the education, let me tell you, you could spend a lot of money getting a GIA education, or you can just watch the show and hopefully over time we impart everything you need to know to be the smartest gem person out there in your circle, in your state, in your community, at a jewelry store. I love one of my favorite notes I get is from so many of you that say, I got really excited because I walked into a store and I knew more than the salespeople did. I love that. And that's really one of the great points of pride. I think that, you know, there's so many things that we can watch on TV these days that aren't necessarily educational. Hopefully, we're not a typical shopping network. It's great if you're a collector and you like enjoying pieces in your own collection. But I think showing you pieces like this, I always ask, you know, folks in the business, you know, if you know the rarest tourmaline, and they usually say rubellite if they know the world of tourmaline. But then, of course, the people that understand, in 1989, there was a discovery in Brazil of copper-bearing neons. And yes, we see gorgeous blue greens. I've got one today. We've had some blue greens already in the show. Those are still different than what we're looking at now, because now we're giving you what always was prior to 1989 and the discovery of paraiba material in Brazil, and then later on in Mozambique and Nigeria. Prior to that, that statement of rubellite being the rarest tourmaline would have been absolutely true and accurate. It is no longer, because now the paraibas, or anything that's copper bearing, has taken over. This is a real privilege because we get to see a rare rubellite that actually still has the copper element. So we call it Cuprian albaite. It's just a generic rule that the industry made up and decided on a few years back that if a stone had copper and was blue, green, or purple, we could call it paraiba. And then anything else that's copper content or copper bearing should be called cuprian albite. It means exactly the same thing. That means copper bearing, and it's completely acceptable to use either, truly. But this is that rubellite color. So we're going to a rare, rare color that gives you a totally different look than even your purples or your lavenders. It is different. It is so clean as well. You know, rubellites tend to exhibit a lot of inclusions. All tourmalines tend to do that. They're type 3 included stones. This one, super clean. That's why we opted to set it in a bridge mounting. As you see it here, it's 113-0186. Welcome into Thursday night. It's our final hour together tonight. I hope that if you have any questions or requests, you will get those in for us as well. We would like to help you out with whatever you need. But this is just a moment, and it's not for everybody, obviously. It's a 3-carat 06. It's one of the rarest. I mean, really, when you really think about categorizing, it's the rarest of the copper bearing. And I've been offering them on TV since 2004. So we're into 22 years now of this stone. I got the pleasure of introducing it to the world back in 2004, way back as loose stones that were mostly just specimens, artifacts included, material. This is clean and bright. It's also 26 points in diamonds. It also, now I have the mounting available in the yellow gold, Tony, so if anybody would like it in yellow, I do want you to have this choice because it's such an important stone. I know it's not like you're gonna have every day come along and get an option for a stone like this, so I do want you to get it in either white or yellow. So I have that option, but it's a 306, so it's mighty, mighty large. It's 26 points in diamonds that run in the double row underneath, all from one side to the other. So this is really well done. It's a simple way to do a bridge. I mean, still all the concept is there. There's your double row running right underneath. There's your bright, hot, hot red pinky stone. Your gold at the top and the bottom that sets that stone up a little higher. You can see it's still secure. This looks like it's floating. It's not. It's still in its own basket, 4-prong setting style, great finishing on the interior as well. Welcome into Thursday. This is just a nice little moment here. It's just more or less a, hey, look what I got. I mean, this is like a show and tell moment, a little bit of bragging rights here. It is rare. We see the purples, which are, of course, prior to this moment, the rarest paraibas I have are the purples. So now we're just kind of taking you a step up. We're upgrading yet again. And it's delightful to see. And I should point out that if anybody cares about gold, I know we hear a lot about gold, but this mounting is not easy to make. It's 4 bands of gold in one. This is like 4 rings in one. I don't know about you, but gold bands right now can cost $4,000 or $5,000 for just a simple gold band. You got to times that by 4. That's what it takes 4 different bands to make this. Then you got the double row running underneath it that, of course, are spectacular signature VS diamonds. And none of that, here's the boldest statement, none of that even matters one iota. Doesn't matter. You can have $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 worth of gold. You can have the best diamonds in the world. None of it matters because they are a vessel to actually transport and hold and carry the most important stone I'm able to bring to you. And it's out of our private collection. And it is, of course, the only one. So my question to you is this. Do we have a collector within our midst here tonight on a Thursday night of February 19th? If we do, and if this is that completer piece, that last building block of a paraiba collection, maybe it's this, maybe it's your first. Well, you've hit the rarity jackpot. You can't go any further in the rarity story when you're getting a copper-bearing rubellite stone with that clarity as well. Take a look at it. It's going to be on the hand here. I wanted to do classic, but also elevated, and not just literally elevated the way you see it in that bridge, but really just showing off, because the big story here beyond the color is the clarity. And to show that off like this, to set the diamonds what look like they're set inside, but they're underneath, that's so important. It's a collector's dream moment here. And again, yellow gold is an option. So I like that as well because that color is so rich, it would look beautiful in the yellow as well. Here it is up close. And peering at that clarity is really something. I gotta be real, I'm struggling here, guys, because if I'm being honest, and I only know one way to be with you guys, and that is just straight up comparisons that are either from 20 years ago so that they're conservative. I don't have a price tag for you on this one. I don't. If I told you what it was in retail, I've been making it up. I'd be lying straight to your face. If I had a retail comparison, if I had another network that I could flip on the dial right now and find somebody barking at you selling it, I could give you a comparison price. If I had even another stone from our private family collection here, if I had another stone that we traded to the wholesale world or traded to a king or queen, I could give you some semblance of an idea of a comparison price. I can't do it because I don't have one. And as far as I know, and it's been my whole live, eat, and breathe gemstones, diamonds, and jewelry for the last 25 years of my life, I have dedicated my life to this industry. And I will tell you right now, I have never seen one of these offered in a retail establishment. So if I told you it was $100,000, I'll tell you this, what I can compare it to is the paraibas that are blues and greens. Those are in retail establishments. They tend to go for about $500,000 a carat or more, especially if they're clean. Obviously, you could get an included murky little gem specimen that has no clarity whatsoever that looks like Green River rock. That would be less. But if it's pristine and clean and bright and a 3 carat, you better bank on paying $500,000 per carat, which would be $1.5 million for this stone. Then something for the gold and the diamonds too. Let's throw in a little something for the gold, diamonds, and the gem jewelers that put it together. We're not doing that. Here's what I'm going to do. Now, TVON has come up with something, and it's not bad at all. But it is still $26,999. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to roll the dice. We've done a make an offer situation. That failed. That blew up in my face. That blew up in my face. That did not work well. I lost so much money on those earrings, but that's okay. What I'm going to try here, because we have 50 minutes left, and let me tell you, it might be the whole show. I'm going to put it on the auction block because I'm really curious. I know it's a Thursday night. I've done enough of them now, years and years and years. I know what we're up against. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on a really low starting price, and we're going to let every collector just jump in. And we're going to let you run with it. We just saw Tanzanite drop earrings go for what? About, what, $15,000 less than they should have? Something like that, $14,000 less than they should have? It's okay. We could take $14,000 off this, but I don't want to do that because I don't think we're going to get an open. I need to get an open started where we can get everybody in because let's turn anybody into a collector. Let's turn collectors into better collectors. Let's turn average Joes. Let's get you all in on the most collectible stone that I can show you, and I show you a lot of collector stones. Take a look at this. We're going to auction it off, and I don't know, how do you think we can get a lot of people in? Is it starting at 20 grand? I think it's got to be better. That's just kind of just knowing Thursday nights and how they roll. Maybe it needs to be 20,000, maybe it needs to be 15. Maybe we could really roll the dice and start at $10,000. But I also know we got to get everybody in, and I'm still taking 12% off. When you win this auction, you are still going to take your 12% off. But I got to tell you, I'm getting a little bit concerned. I'm showing you some high-end material here. Rare of the rare, doesn't look like the purples, doesn't look like the blue-greens, still copper-bearing, and we cannot forget it is a 3 carat plus masterpiece. Total unusual masterpiece of Mother Nature here. 3 carats plus in anything copper-bearing, ridiculously good. We're not going to do even $10,000. I need to hear those phone lines ring at least one more time today. One more time before I march on out of here and then basically turn around and come see you again tomorrow night. This is what we're going to do. I'm not even asking $5,000 because at this point I am so just darn curious if we are broadcasting. $10 on the increment, 12% off. $10 in advancing and 12% off. $5,000? No. I need to hear the phones ring and we'll get everybody in. Now that may be 3 people. That may be 10. It may be 25, maybe 2,000 people. I don't know. But I know this, I can't show you a rare. Here I sit with I have 7.5 carat yellow diamond Ferrari earrings here. Gorgeous, they're gorgeous, you just saw them. They're here. I got a purple diamond pendant here. I got a paraiba here. It's a 62 pointer. You know how much this thing is? I'll show it to you. Let me show this to you. I got a blue green, it's 62 points, it's $8,999. I'm gonna show you the ring. Here's the ring, here's the 62 pointer, and there is the price tag, $89.99 for that. What is this one doing at 5? This one's 3 carats. All of this rare jewelry in front of me. Here's a 1 carat yellow diamond in front of me. I got all this rare jewelry, but nothing, because let me tell you something. Have you ever watched the show before? You've seen color change skeins. You've seen yellow diamond earrings. You've seen purple diamonds. You've seen yellow diamonds. You've seen paraibas. in blue greens. What you have not seen is this clean 3-carat rubellite paraiba. We're not going to do $5,000. We don't have a single solitary phone call. I'm confused. We're going to go to $4,000 to start the auction. It is below cost by a mile. This was a stone. It's been in our private collection for a long, long time. So just note, I'm not even charging for the stone essentially now. We know what it's worth, but we know that you can put whatever price on it you want because nobody else has it. And when that's the case, that's considered in the priceless category of gemstones, and that's really what we're looking at here. But instead of $4,000, because we're still a searching, nobody. Yellow diamonds, purple diamonds, blue-green paraibas, yellow diamonds, color change speen, gold quartz. I got it all sitting in front of me. I have nothing else like this in the entire inventory. And the fact that it's a huge size in 4 bands of gold together as one ring, it's not even $4,000. You're asking for it. You want me to go lower? I'm going to go lower. How about $3,500? Let's get it started. Take a look at that. $3,500, and nobody else in the world can bring it to you. And I'll go 60 seconds to get it started. 60 seconds and we go. That's it. $3,500, 12% off. I think we know by now what that's going to mean. That means a big difference. And you have diamonds that are running underneath it that are actually showing through the stone. If that isn't a testament to how clean and bright and high clarity that stone is, look at that. You can see the diamonds. If there was a little mini newspaper behind it, you could read it. You could read a newspaper through that stone. 35 we do not have. All right. Well, welcome into our last bit of Thursday. What would you like to see? We have nothing that's off limits from 12% off. So the question is, what would you like? 35 we do not have. I got kunzite pendant, black diamond. We got a conch pearl. We got a green zircon. We got all kinds of great jewelry, but nothing that's as rare as this one is. Nothing. Nothing could be, you know what, guys? Hold on. I'm not giving up on this. This is too rare, and I got to move it. We got to get this to somebody. I'll do this. We're not even going to go $3,500, and this is a test. This is just a test. I got to believe that there is somebody, a collector, a jewelry lover, somebody who knows the really, really rare, who wants that better material that nobody else can get. You know what? Don't even do 35. 34, 33. I think we got some bidders now. There's that delay that it seems to be so long now. I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I got to tell you, 33, I give up. 3,300, but 12% off. I'm thinking ahead. You realize what that would be, right? Well under $3,000. 12% off still happening. Take advantage of it. We're not going to do 33 or 32 or 31. And at this point, I'm basically half of what the gold band. You know, you see the gold? Just the gold without the diamonds, without the paraiba, without the 3-carat masterpiece of Mother Nature. You got more money in that gold band. And we are looking and searching and begging. I'm begging. I'm just begging. $3,000 to open. It is my final call. I cannot give away any more jewelry like this. This is just madness in rarity. And now you've got the value that I don't even want to do the math here. But you know how much lower that's going to go. And clearly it's a night when I don't think we have a lot of people. Because if we did, we would have the open at 5,000 or 10,000. I've been doing this a long time. You can usually gauge based on the piece itself where it's going to go. We don't have anybody at $3,000. Nobody. So here's my last call. I'm going to give it 60 seconds. We'll see what we got here in an auction. Nobody's at 3 yet, but let's give it 60 seconds to marinate here and think about it and grab a phone and dial in, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And 3,000, by the way, I think y'all know that math. $3,000, you take your 12% off, just going to throw it out there. That's $2,640. It deserves a great home. And I'll even do it in the yellow gold. The yellow gold, literally the mounting's ready to go. It's here. Like the yellow gold is made up. Obviously not with the stone. The stone, now, but that's easy. That takes about, our jewelers are amazing, so they can do that in about 5-10 minutes. They can get that stone transferred over to the same mounting in the yellow gold if you would rather have the yellow. So that's an option for you. You know, it's an option. But think about it, because it'd be $2,640 at checkout. And again, I got the $89.99 62 pointer. That's the 62 pointer for $9 grand. Same material, different color. A little more common than this one. It's more common to get the blue greens than it is to get that color. That color, that clarity is really what is truly off the charts. And again, we only have 40 minutes left in the broadcast, and if there's any requests, we've only had one tonight, so we'd love a few more before we go and have to sign off at 8 o'clock. And I'm just going to sit here until we get an open. Do we have it? You'll have to communicate with me a little bit. I know there's some operators that looks like I think we have more operators watching and helping out from Boston than we do in Los Angeles. So let me know if anybody across the country has got an open here, because it's hard to tell. I know I have people on the phone lines, but I don't see them here. So it's challenging. But do we have 3,000? And just so you know, every time I look up at that screen, I completely panic. I see 3,000 knowing that should never in a million years be $3,000, and I immediately panic. I panic completely, because what I've had to do here is it's just a little bit of an experimentation, and this is it. So do we have 3,000? We got it? I don't know. It's hard to tell. We got people on the phone lines, but they're not here in studio. I've only got one person there on something else, so it's a little tough to tell. But again, we'll figure it out, take a look, and I'll give it a final 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Do we have the open? We do, right? Okay, so we do. I just confirmed that. We do have the open at 3,000. Okay. 3,000 we have, 2 minutes on the clock till it sells. That's going to be it. If you want to bid, you got to do it now. Got to call in immediately, because there's a good 2-minute delay. So it means you really have to call very, very quickly at this point. That is stunning, and just hold on to it. I could literally, and I wouldn't say this much, but you know, I sell jewelry. I sell finished jewelry. It's meant to be worn. We go back to ancient societies when jewelry was adorning the bodies of some of the famous women in the world, and men. Men and women have worn jewelry for a long, long time. And literally, I would say, even if you are somebody who does not wear jewelry, if you hate jewelry, if you can't stand the feel of jewelry, if you can't stand the look of jewelry, honestly, I would encourage you to own this ring. And so you don't wear it, but you have one of the rarest stones in the world in your possession. And there is something valuable to that. And I speak from somebody who is really known as the paraiba expert of the world today, just because I've been around it for a long time. I've made it my passion ever since I was introduced to my very first paraiba. I did this for a couple years before I was at a major network that had rare. I spent the first couple years of my career, I was still in sports at the time, and I would work an afternoon show selling cheap jewelry. I sold a lot of peridot and a lot of garnet for my first couple years, just because I was, you know, in college, and I just was doing everything. And you know, when you're 19 years old, and you know, you just want to do it all. You just want to, and I was doing it all. And I spent 5 hours a day on the air in a little tiny garage of a studio, and I sold peridots and garnets. And it wasn't until 2004 that I was introduced to the fine and the exotics, and was finally, you know, in front of a nationwide audience in shopping, and really got to dive into the rare of stones. And this is a stone that I was introduced to in 2004. And oh my, the beauty of this stone just completely became a passion of mine. The rarity, the beauty, and to just, again, be selling it for such an incredible price tag so many years later, 22 years later, as I've given symposiums on this stone in front of GIA audiences and international students, and really just, again, have made it my specific passion within this business. And to see a rubellite of that color and clarity for that price tag is really, really, really good. So $3,000. Do we have anybody else on this one? Nobody else? What are we doing? Do we have anybody on the other side of the country that wants to bid anything besides the open? Because it's hard to tell, so I'll need to figure that out. But it sounds like we've got officially once, twice, 3 times, and done. It's sold at the open. Go figure. All right, so that's done, which, by the way, nowhere near $3,000. So remember that 12% off helps you. It helps you. That was just $2,640. So well done there. We've got a gold quartz. I'll just show you a few things that are here. Gold quartz, it's nice. And then we've got a yellow diamond. I can give away a little yellow diamond action. It's not so little. It's a 1 carat. We'll spend a little bit of time here with the, have you noticed we don't see any yellow diamonds anymore except small stones? Nothing big in a ring, nothing in big center stones, nothing anchoring anything large here. Well, take a look at 112. I had to special request this. I had to beg and plead and snatch it away from a safe today, this afternoon. 1129398 is the item number. That is an awfully important, bright, vivid yellow. It's a 1 carat center cushion cut VS yellow diamond with a double row in white diamonds on the sides, but who cares? Look at what's happening around it. Double halo yellow and then white. We got a little bit of time left together. Let me know if you have any requests or anything you want to see recap. I think, now listen, if anybody wants to see the 89.99 62 point paraiba, let me know. But I'm just going to take it as a guess here that after seeing the Rubelite 3 carat go for $3,000, I'm guessing nobody wants my 62 pointer for $9,000. But if I'm wrong and you're going, excuse me, girl, I want to say, then tell me. I will show it to you. But otherwise, I think I'll pass on the 62 pointer for $9,000. We do have a blue zircon, though, coming up in a pendant that's going to be very paraiba-like. So we'll do this one, 1 carat. Now, as far as the diamonds, on the sides, we have 32 points in the yellow and another 106 in the white. That would be a massive 2 carat 38 overall. Welcome into our last bit of Thursday. We have 35 minutes to go. I'll see you tomorrow night. I'll see you Saturday morning. I'll see you Sunday morning. That's our schedule, Wednesday through Sunday. 3 nighttime shows, 2 daytime shows, and a whole bunch of jewelry. And 12% off for while that lasts. Now, here we go with our yellow diamond. Vivid as can be. Look at that center. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It looks teeny, but we got it on here. There's what it looks like. Look at that. Can stack alongside of it if you want. See how that just shimmies right up? You could have a band shimmy right next to it if you want. Wonder ring, band rings, whatever you got. But this is a classic. That total diamond weight is, by my calculation, I'm just a blonde, but you know, 2 carats 38. Yeah. Who knows, right? Oh, she can't be smart. That's a terrible stereotype, and I'm obviously debunking it and making fun of it in light of it. But it's, again, 238 total weight. If you just sit back and you just don't, I don't like to do the math unless it comes to saving money. This is when I'm like, oh, yeah, give me 12% off, and suddenly I become a genius at math because I love saving you money. I love saving money. I don't know anybody who doesn't. This is where you get the most opulent luxury pieces in the world, and you're saving buckets and boatloads of money, and I like that too. Okay, I think of buckets and boatloads, though, and I think about like shoveling water out of a bucket out of a boat, and I think of my brother, and I go, oh, he's a boat guy. So I'm like, oh, no, we don't want buckets in the boat because then it means the boat's sinking, right? No, we don't want to do that. We've got the 1 carat yellow. Let's blow it out for you if anybody would like it. They've gone up a bit. There's 2 shows coming up in the matter of the next couple of weeks. We just had the big Arizona show wrap up, and that was on the big game Sunday. So that wrapped up, what was that, February 8th, I want to say, if my memory serves me correctly. February 8th was when that show in Arizona, the domestic show, wrapped up. Now it's on to Bangkok and then Hong Kong, and those are the next big shows coming up. And obviously, I would love to get there, but it's really hard to get there and back in 48 hours. So I'm going to be hanging out with you guys, but obviously we've got our representatives there who are giving us feedback. And I can tell you, as of February 8th, those 1 carat yellow diamonds were up to $32,000 a carat. So that means $32,000. That's easy math. 1 carat, $32,000 a carat. 32 grand for what you see in the center of that ring. That is without that extra 1 carat 38 going on around it and all the massive amounts of gold that's setting into place. So as we take a look at this and we realize, come on over, that it's $32,000 right now in a wholesale trade for this thing right here, loose. Yeah.
Rhonda just wants to say hi and thank you for the
Which one? Oh, really? So I got to ask, what's Rhonda doing over there? She becoming a collector? She got her little museum going on? She got her own museum? Rhonda, I know we've been shopping together a while. That's Rhonda Z, right? Yeah. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, thank you. I want to know, has she received anything lately? I want to know if she's received anything. Rhonda, you'll have to let me know. Has anything arrived in the mail in the last couple of days?
she's going to get certified.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Rhonda, when you do get special packages in the mail, I would love a quick little note. I don't know if you know my email, but it's laurenblairtv@gmail.com. So my name, Lauren, L-A-U. I know it's that tricky spelling, L-A-U-R-E-N, not L-O. It's L-A-U-R-E-N-B-L-A-I-R, TV, as in television, @gmail.com. So if you feel so inclined, Rhonda, and you have an extra moment, I would love to hear from you. And you could just shoot me a quick email and let me know what you think of those special arrivals. But here's what we're going to do on our yellow diamond. I'm very excited for you. I am very excited. Can't wait to see what you think when you get your pieces. But here's what we're going to do on our $32,000 for that center. Now, I've got a better price, which seems a little counterintuitive. Shouldn't it be more than this price? We got $32,000 for the center. Wholesale. You're a reseller. You walk into a trade show. You want to fly to Bangkok and go to the next big trade show and talk to my friend who deals these stones for $32,000. And then you're going to build this and add 32 points in the yellow and add 106 in the white and then add all the gold and then actually get someone to put all the labor in. Guys, it's going to get pricey to do that yourself. Why not just have it arrive to your doorstep via our show where you spend less? There's an argument to be made that you're getting a lot of free diamonds and free gold and free labor if you just spend the $32,000 right now. You're getting a heck of a value because that's what you could spend for that loose stone in a plastic bag. Instead, we're doing less than $32,000 on the ring. I will blow it out. We are saying goodbye to our yellow diamond centers. There's a reason you haven't been seeing them with the proficiency, if you will. We used to see 2 to 3 a show every day, all the time. That has really changed because we are not going to, and this is the reason why, the $32,000 wholesale price. We do not have a big pile of fancy yellow diamonds sitting in our inventory. There were a couple years here, the first couple years of the broadcast, we did not have any fancy colors. So they arrived later after we were able to get a great connection into them because it was something that this family of gemstones did not. There's a family here that obviously, has been collecting gems for the better part of 6 generations, but diamonds were not their thing. Diamonds are really a different world than the colored gemstone arena. They're different things. They're related, but they're different. It's like if you say, I play professional sports. Well, which one? Because hockey's different than baseball, and baseball's different than football, and football's different than basketball, and they all take different skills and different types of athletes. So they all have different skill sets. Diamonds are very different from the colored gem world, and we did not have any stockpile of diamonds. So we had to, like anybody else, go buy them in wholesale. That was back years and years and years ago. Obviously, with today's prices, that is not something we're able to do if we want to provide you with a value. So that is why no more new yellow diamonds are coming in. You got to take what's here and what we already have, which is this ring here. Because I have very little left in a 1-carat center at all. And now we get to take it down below even $32,000. And below even, this is what gets crazy, it's not even half that price is $16,000. It's getting real interesting. And in an effort to make sure that this does go, we're going to make it really, really, really stunning. We're not doing 16 grand. It's not going to be, let's see, you want to know smart math? This was how I learned math. I think the first math equation I ever learned was not 2 + 2 or 1 + 1. My mother taught me shopping math. And she taught me, now I'm curious as to why I needed this math, but she said if something's 75% off, you take half of half. Now, I don't know what would have been 75% off, but apparently back in the 1980s, stuff was 75% off. I started at $32,000, which is the center stone price. We went half of that, which is $16,000. Let's go half again and get it 75% off from the loose stone price. That's $8,000. So we've taken half of half. We're at $8,000, 75% off the loose 1-carat yellow, and that's not what I'm doing. We're making it better than that, and I'm going to take it half off again. Now, what that math is, I have no idea. But we have gone from $32,000 on the center stone loose, and now I'm going to go halvesies again, $4,000. Boom, boom, $4,000. And that's not your price either. I am so ready to move this yellow diamond and give you guys one of you. One of you. Everybody gets the opportunity, one of you gets the ring. That's the key. That is why speed in the phone call really matters. Take a look at this, because if you think this is going to stick around, when I've already taken, I don't know what that discount is, but that has got to be like an 1/8. It's crazy. It's crazy. You take advantage of it. It's not even $39.99 for this incredibly important, and by the way, natural. I know it's highlighted, but you got to understand that's not a natural diamond that got treated or dyed or spray painted or coated or irradiated. We didn't zap it. This is a natural yellow. That color is all natural. That didn't get treatment. And it's not even $39.99. Come on now, guys. This is low, low. Come on. Come on. You guys named me that years ago. Nobody ever called me that in my whole life. And you guys have named me low, low. Because why? Low, low prices. Yeah, Lauren, but these are the low prices you're looking for. And you would think, well, suddenly, did that just transform into a lab grown? Did that just transform into sterling silver? Is that all faux and synthetic and man-made and CC? Not a thing. It is stunning and it's affordable. It's affordable. And by the way, I keep on forgetting that I got a 12% off deal that I have to give you. We are obligated to give you 12% off because that's just a fabulous February sale for you. We're not doing 39. This is practically free jewelry. I announced at the beginning of the show, this show should be called the Fabulous February Fun and Practically Free Sale. That's what this should be called. Because everything about this ring, except for outside of maybe the gold, just the gold, not the diamonds, not the side, not the center, not the labor. The gold should be more, and we're not doing 39 or 38 or 37 or 36. I have lost my mind. I have lost my jewelry-loving mind. And it's for you guys. And we got 25 minutes to make the magic happen. So here's what we're going to do. It's not $3,600 or $3,599. It would be now or never to get this piece. And I can't tell you anything you don't already know about jewelry, but I can say this. This is the most epic sale we've ever done. This is beyond compare when it comes to a value. We don't ever see those yellow diamonds in 1 carat sizes again. It's a huge moment. And maybe you want to tuck it away for that special Christmas gift at the end of the year. Is it February? Yeah. I'm suggesting you tuck it away for 10 more months because I can tell you between now and then I'm not going to have another value like it. You want to tuck it away for that wedding anniversary in October? You want to tuck it away for a birthday that's happening in July? You want to tuck it away for, I don't know, because yellow means friendship and you want to give it to your best friend in the world? And then say, pay me for it and tell her it cost you 20 grand? Okay, don't do that. If you're best friends, you're not going to do that, right? You could. I know people that do that. I got customers who do that. They buy for their friends, and they're their jewelry connection. And they make a living selling to their friends who know that they're giving them a much better value, but they're making a lot of money. You can do that, whatever you want to do. What I ask you to do is call in quickly because it's not even $3,599. What can I say? If you don't go with this price, probably aren't going to go at anything. But I will tell you this, it's $3,499, and that is prior to your 12% off, which makes this thing, I'm going to guess, like $3,000, something like $3,079 to get a yellow diamond ring. Not a loose stone, not a synthesized, a real deal. Oh my goodness, luxury ring. Take a look at it one more time. I'll give it 60 seconds. All that to just say, here it is. Give it away. $34.99 and your 12% off. Yep, it's $3,079. One caller. Good luck. That's last chance, last call on that one. And we've got some beautiful yellow diamond earrings that are 7.5 carats. If you need something to go with it, we got you covered. Anything else we can help you with tonight? We'll do some recaps. We've got some sapphire bands. We've got a pink spinel, a diamond ring. Hey guys, I have a question. I hate to interrupt. Did our heart-shaped moonstone ever go? It was 1130165. Did that ever go? Because I probably had my best value of the night was the first hour heart-shaped moonstone. And it's still here. Oh, lucky day. We're going to show it to you next. We're going to show it to you next. Heart-shaped moonstone. I don't know if it matters, but I'm going to show it to you next. We're going to give you a heck of a value. We'll give you a heart-shaped moonstone. I have a blue zircon pendant. Let me know if anyone would like to know what that's all about. It's a big stone. Great color. Let's do that real quick just to mix it up a little bit. We'll show you our blue zircon round pendant with the round in the bezel. That's going to be 1129799. It's always tough to guess nowadays. Is it a 111, a 112, a 113? It's a 1129799. And it is a fabulous round. This is going to be a good one. 163 on a blue zircon, one of our beloved. This is really, it's an extinct stone. We're one of the few purveyors of this material in the world. It also is a carat 63 with a 4-point individual diamond, and that is bezel. It's actually like a double bezel. You see how it's like a beveled edge there to the bezel, so it's really cool. You're gonna slip your chain right through the top there, and that's that. Okay, so we've got the option to do the white gold, or if you are okay waiting a little extra time, we can do the yellow gold or the rose gold for you, no problem. But we have about 20 minutes left, so let's make something happen. And I'm gonna make this really simple and easy. And I'm going to blow out some jewelry. Last call on the show, 22 minutes left to go. If there are any requests you have, please let me know what you'd like to see. We'll do a little recap. We'll move all the jewelry. We got the golden pearl. I am stunned. There was in the first hour tonight a heart-shaped moonstone over 2.5 carats or so. We're going to bring that back. Somehow that hasn't gotten its home yet. So we'll bring back some dandies for you before we go. But I really want you to see this carat 63 out the door. I'll do it for under $1,000. I want to see who's out there. What? That is the opportunity you have to get a blue zircon extinct stone that is only gifted. These are the presentation grades. They were only gifted to heads of state, presidents, kings and queens, and our ownership. How cool is that? First of all, the Cambodian people that mine this material, it's completely done now. And these were the stones that they were so proud of as a bit of a talisman or a bit of a really kind of cornerstone of what they were so proud of that their country produced and only their country produced, that they would actually gift these gemstones of these certain top tier qualities to all these dignitaries, important people, VIPs, heads of state, yes, kings and queens. Yes, I know the royal family has an amazing one in their collection. We are going to do better than $1,000. You also now have a chance to get one in a round that's wearable as a pendant. We're going to show you the length of it here as well on the hand so you can see all the details. It's a really wearable type of style. I mean, I wouldn't say this is oversized or anything. It's just going to be a really good wearable style. I'm going to just try. I haven't had much under $1,000. I mean, let's face it, I sell fine jewelry, so it's tough to do under $1,000, but we're going to do that right now. And you can see it's about 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. We'll show it on the neckline here as well, just in case you're curious what it's going to look like from a distance away. And we are going to send it out. Get ready. And white gold or yellow or rose, if you're okay waiting a little bit extra time, we can make that happen for you in a different gold color. But let's try something. $9.99 not going to work. Let's do something really wild here. Let's do something better than $9.99. Sure, 12% off, why not? Carat 63, great stone, just one. Change the gold if you'd like to, but you do, remember, it takes a little extra time for us to do that. There's not a gold fairy that just waves a magic wand and suddenly it's bling, and then it's in a different gold color. It takes a little extra time, so please don't complain if you order a different gold color. It takes extra time. If you need it in white gold, it goes out immediately, like tomorrow. Obviously not tonight, it's 8 o'clock, but it will go out tomorrow. In a box, your name, a couple days, it's at your doorstep. Okay? Let's make it better than $9.99. Better than $8.88. I don't know, it's fine jewelry. It's a carat 63 and it's a round. We'll show you the heart-shaped moonstone right after this. And then we got a couple more recaps to do, but it's not $888 or $777. I have never in my career, you understand how many hours of TV I've done? You can't even calculate the number. Probably more live television than most people on this planet have done. And I got to tell you, I mean, that's pretty cool, really. I've never had so much fun giving away jewelry in my life. This is just too much fun. Up here, and you know what? Like, the pressure's off. Like, ain't nobody watching. It's cool. Like, just throw out jewelry price tags like you've never seen before. And the price tags should be more today. So to go less on the price tags doesn't make a lot of sense. And we're going better than $777 just to see who's out there. Really want somebody to be able to say that they now own a presentation grade, starlight blue, turquoisey pop. It's like a neon like no other stone delivers. And it's not even $777. You will love it. I love blue zircons. They're kind of like what paraibas want to look like, but never really actually do. And we'll make it $699 for the piece. With an extra discount, it makes it $615 at checkout for our 163 Cambodian bright neon electrified zircon. Of course, there is that double refraction they have as well that makes it extremely powerful and vibrant and bright. And it's $615 in your choice of gold color. And no, there's no extra charge if you wanted a different gold color. There's no extra charge for that, but I can tell you again, the white gold goes out right away. No problem. There's no sizing needed to a pendant. $615, it's yours. Let's give it 60 seconds. Then we got our heart-shaped moonstone coming back out to play. And it's a big size, 2.5 carats plus. We got our last look at our blue zircon round. You gotta love that. I mean, this is just, you cannot have a better time than shopping for fine at a price like this. It's too good. $615 if you'd like to get one. Add to that jewelry collection. These are the pieces that are in the family heirloom forever. These are the pieces that are always known as the top of the heap, the best of the quality, solid gold. You gotta love that. And $615 for that pendant is really remarkable. So congrats if you get it. We still have it available if you'd like to get it. It's our most affordable idea of the night. Would anybody like that? Okay, I'll move on. We're going to show a really pretty moonstone. Some stones are just pretty. Some pieces are just pretty. Some are just to be loved. And that's what we have coming up. Heart-shaped moonstone. If you'd like the blue zircon, let our operators know. Yeah. I despise heart shapes and I love this ring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just turning over a new leaf. I don't know. It's just not normally my favorite cut. I was never that girl who drew like hearts above my eyes. No offense to those who did. I'm a girly girl through and through, but I'm just not a heart girl. And yet I appreciate this for the rarity. It's so hard to cut a heart shape, especially in moonstone. And to do that fancy facet pattern that gives it this just brightness. It's this beauty. It is such a cool stone. And of course, there's a reason they have been beloved. And look at it move. It's one thing to just see it sashay left and right on the screen in slow-mo. It's another thing to see it really move, replicating what it looks like when you've got the movement of the ring on your hand, and see everything that this stone can do. The power it brings. It's a 2 carat 53. I guess I just showed it too early. It's a 52-point diamond weight going around it. It is that split style shank with a big old diamond right in between to fill it up. And this one's going to be a 253 in the white gold or yellow or rose. Let me go ahead and help you. If, like I said, it's white gold now. And if you need it immediately, please keep it in the white gold. I'm just thinking ahead. If this was shown 2 hours ago and it was, and it's still here, maybe that means somebody wanted it in yellow. So let me just say, if you don't mind waiting, I will do it in yellow or rose. If you don't mind waiting. Sounds like a deal? I'm just wondering if that could be the deal breaker here. Is that why it's still here? If it is, let me open up that possibility. Yellow gold or rose gold, or leave it in the white, get it very quickly. We size it, we ship it. Can't tell you how proud I am of this value because it was supposed to be, what was this one, $59.99 or $49? Either way, doesn't matter. It's $59, yeah. It was $59.99, don't get carried away. But I'm gonna go ahead and honor the price that first hour, just kind of figure, maybe not everybody was here. Let's go ahead and do something better than $59.99 for you and save you a bunch. And make it $1,999 instead. Give you over $200 savings, and that'll be $1,759 at checkout if you'd like to get it. So that'll be $1,759 for one collar, and wait till you see this on the hand. It's beautiful to see a heart shape. It is different to see a heart shape. What I find that this is doing, anything round or heart shape has a facet pattern internally that is allowing these stones to be a little bit more brilliant than even its counterparts. That would be your emerald cuts, your traditional cushion cuts, your pear shapes, your ovals. The internal faceting is more centered on a circular style that emanates out to the sides, and so it really gives you a dimension that's a little different. Let's take a look at it from a distance on the hand here. There she is. $1,759 last call. Now what I'm going to do is put up everything that's available from our show. I hope our wheel can handle it. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have a heart-shaped moonstone. I'll add a couple more pieces to the mix. We have our yellow diamond. How so? Not sure. Yellow diamond, crisscrossing band, our golden pearl, 2 aquamarines, all of this coming up to recap. Let's show you what is still here from the evening as our last 13 minutes are ticking down. So that is the heart-shaped moonstone. Let me show you what else is here because it's a little bit of a, okay, maybe you missed a couple hours. Let's show you what we have left, like a pink spinel out of Burma. It's like a diamond pink color. Now, more recently, we had the yellow diamond. It's the 1 carat. Here's the 1 carat yellow. We also have, okay, the golden pearl, 13 millimeter in the 18 karat gold from earlier tonight. Wow, is that mega. That's our 13 millimeter, 18 karat solid gold, golden South Sea pearl. I have 2 aquas. It's going to be the emerald cut or the oval. 3 stone styles. They're only $10.99 if you'd like to get either of those aquas. And there again, yellow diamond, $34.99. What else? There's a yellow sapphire here from earlier as well. Here's our yellow sapphire. It was a 2 1/4 carat. Yellow sapphire. Look at how that differs a bit from the yellow diamond. Honestly, yeah. Okay. Heart-shaped moonstone, verifying. So let me know if that, when and if that is gone. Also, I had this paraiba here. This is that really bright green-blue paraiba in the signature halo. Where am I going to put all these pieces? Let me move this one aside here and then show you. Here's that paraiba. Look how bright that is. Talk about a true neon. Right there, it's stunning. So there you see the paraiba. This was also $19.99, as is the heart shape behind it. Also $17.77 for that golden South Sea pearl. It's pretty impressive. $10.99 for either of the Aquamarines. They're Sierra Santa Maria. They're next month's birthstone, and they're delightful. So they're gorgeous. We have the yellow diamond, of course, the 1 carat center, $34.99. The sapphire behind it, $24.99. The spinel was also $29.99. So we did a great value on that spinel, really rare pink spinel in the 2 tones of gold, and then $17.77. All these price tags I mentioned, they are prior to your 12% off. So there is a lot of extra savings coming off. It's at least $100. In some cases, far more than that in savings on any one of those favorites up there. So please do dial in. That's a recap of the rings that I have. Also, there was a fabulous pair of earrings. We had a stud earring here that I actually was the only thing that I had a little bit of quantity on. It was a stud earring in an oval diamond bezel set. Let me just remind you of those because it's also very affordable to get those oval diamonds today, bezel set. That's going to be white gold only unless, actually those are white gold, yeah, strictly white gold. The stones were 49 points total. That was about a 1/4 carat in each ear, and those are $7.77. If you would like to go ahead and get those diamond studs in the oval with the bezel that makes them look a lot larger than they even weigh. So you're in for a treat there, getting a lot more size than you even bargained for. And if anybody needs a large Tanzanite, I got a really pretty emerald cut. It's a 7 carat emerald cut. I've got a really good one here. It's a 7 carat emerald cut stone, and I'll just flash that too. We haven't seen a full presentation on it, but might as well give this one away at the end of the night. Here's the big emerald cut, 7 carats. Oh yeah, look at the baguettes next to it. That's a 704. And that also has the stacks of the bigger baguettes down the side, 3 on each side. 75 points in diamond, stays in white gold. There have been quite a few 6 and 7 carats lately we've been loving. If you would like to get that one, that's going to be a major, major value. You ready for it? We got that one. This is the first time seeing it, so we'll even add in some of the new to this wheel with 9 minutes left to go in the show. Got to let me know what you're thinking about. If anybody, I know we're verifying on the heart-shaped moonstone, let me know if that's gone. This is the 704. I kind of like that it's 704. That would be Independence Day. That would be 4th of July if a carat weight 704. Just think about, yes, you are declaring your independence from high prices on Tanzanite that are low quality, because there's a lot of lackluster, light in color Tanzanite. They're going for $36.50 a carat and more, when our stones are going to far surpass that value. For example, our 704 was 75 points in baguettes, and with a solid 14 karat gold mounting is going to be a lot less than even $69.99. That puts the stone already under $1,000 a carat. Watch this. It's actually going less than $5,000. Again, there's only one. That's it, just the one. Is the case with everything up there except the diamond studs. And this is not going to be, let me try it on for you because we already got a couple people talking about it. It looks like, look at the side to side on those diamonds. Get your true ring size and it'll sit perfectly. And you see how when the light hits those diamonds, they just light up like no other. There's nothing quite like a baguette, is there? And this one is going to be less than $5. Item number is 1128931. It is less than $4,500. We don't do this on our Tanzanite. The 7 carats that I had just like 24 hours ago. More money. Let's make this one only $42.99. You know what's special? That'll be under $3,800 at checkout. It comes down to $37.83. That's true. $42.99, 12% off, $37.83 on a 7 carat 04 with the huge diamonds. How about that? That's the way you go on a Tanzanite tonight. So that's just part of the mix here. And those diamonds, 3 on each side, they're staggered a bit in their size. They're the same shape, but they're going to be graduated down in size as you go to the edges there. So that's just $3,800. Well, less than $3,800 for Tanzanite like that. It's amazing. So you can go $34.99 on the yellow diamond. You can go under $3,800 on the Tanzanite. Don't forget about that gold and pearl. This is also last call on these items because they get melted tomorrow. If they do not get their fabulous home, then they get melted down. So it's a good time to pick them up right now. Take your favorite. Thank you so much for shopping with me tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for even just stopping by. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you'll join me tomorrow. We have a Friday night date planned. We've got a big Friday night, 5 to 8. Can't wait to see you then. Of course, fabulous. We always do Fabulous Fridays. I mean, it's always good. So making it a end of February Friday is going to be even a little more fabulous. We got a lot of fun for you all weekend long. I always like to give you a little preview of what's coming up on the weekends as well. So a nice little sneak peek of something to expect on our weekend shows. So if there's any questions, last minute requests, anything we can help you with tonight on this wheel or beyond, let me walk you through what these are because they've got to go. We got a $777. Most affordable idea of the show is in those earrings, or at least what's left. We've got the two $10.99 aquas. Now $10.99 is the start price. $10.99 does come down to a better price tag of $967 at checkout. Then we've got our yellow diamond. That may be the buy of the night. $34.99. Don't forget it goes way below that. For a 1 carat yellow diamond, that was nearly 3 carats overall in your yellow and white diamonds. The sapphire behind it is $24.99. This heart-shaped moonstone, $19.99. This 13 millimeter golden South Sea is only $17.77. The spinel in front of it, that's a great value, $29.99 for that very unusual spinel. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you here. It is this gorgeous diamond bypass ring as well. This bypass ring is something special. We've got this major carat 26 diamond ring. It sold earlier. I know we turned some of you away. They swapped it out. Here's what we have. The one ring is still available for you, and that would be the bypass with 42 points in the baguettes, 84 points in the white. That's down to $24.99 as well. So big time value there if you want to get something that's really a statement style, but very easy to wear, sits nice and low profile in the hand, really goes and is well suited for any finger of the hand as well. And your choice of whatever we can help you with. And don't forget, $29.99 on that pink spinel that we moved aside. So that's under $3,000 for a carat and a half. Pink spinel, not out of the Mahenge mine in Tanzania, but really, really rare to get that bigger size in spinel in that beautiful pinky purple color. So if there's anything else we can help you with, we'll stay with this wheel. We have a lot of busy lines here with recaps going on and a lot of pieces that you want to take advantage of before the 12% off goes away. But it's more important to take them before the actual pieces go away because we do melt anything that sticks around. So that's important because we're trying to make jewelry affordable that we make brand new too. Because look what's up here. There's a lot of brand new that's up here tonight. The Moonstone is brand new tonight. The yellow sapphire is brand new tonight. This diamond ring is brand new tonight. How do you think we make them so affordable? If we had the $5,000 or $5,500 per ounce gold pricing, we would never be able to do those type of offerings at those prices, you see, because there's nothing even above $4,299. It's $42.99 or less on this wheel. And there's only one piece that's over $4,000, and it's the Tanzanite, but it's not really over $4,000 because of your extra 12% off. So do take what you love off this wheel. Thank you again for being with us tonight. Don't forget tomorrow, 5 to 8 Pacific. That's 8 to 11 Eastern time. In the evening hours, we have our weekend shows as well. Saturday and Sunday, they are from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. That is 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. Keep that in mind. We got about a 3-minute clock about ready to tick down for you. If there's anything else I can help you with, we are very busy on the phone line, so bear with us if you're waiting on hold. We will have an operator with you. We are only here for about 2 minutes after we go off the air as far as the phone lines are concerned. So you might as well just dial in now and we'll put you in queue here and get you ready and answer all those questions. And more importantly, get to the piece you love before it's no longer available for purchase. That's really the key here. So keep that in mind. The beautiful aquas, the yellow diamond, the yellow sapphire, the heart-shaped moonstone, the emerald cut tanzanite, this cool bypass, carat 26 diamond ring. Here is the gorgeous South Sea, $17.77. These are all prices prior to your 12% off. Please take advantage of that while it's here. We got 2.5 minutes left of showtime. Yes. Let's go with the emerald cut aqua. The emerald cut aqua is item number 1129937. We'll take a look at it on. It's a 3-stone style. That is a well over 2 carat. The emerald cut is a 267. Center stone, look at that color even from afar, how it just glows bright blue. That is a 267 center with 6 points in bezel set diamonds, 3 points on each side. 6 points in total, set in solid 14 karat white gold. And that one's going to be staying in the white gold. By the way, that's $10.99. It'll be well under $1,000. Yes. Oh my goodness, this my favorite ring gone again. And let me try that on the hand for you. That was item number, again, 1130555. Take a look at that one. Love that. It's my favorite ring of the night outside of the rupelite paraiba that's already sold. Thank you so much on that one. That one's gone. That was $21.99 at checkout. And then here we go with the last call on anything you see up there. Remember our oval aqua, also $10.99. That's before your discount. These stud earrings, $777 for the bezel set ovals. And then we've got some really spectacular buys here. This one, $10.99, $42.99, $34.99, $24.99 for the yellow sapphire. It's unheated. And then we've got our $19.99 Moonstone and $17.77 on that gorgeous 13 millimeter. That South Sea Pearl is in 18 karat gold. There are some lovely options up here. Thank you again for being with us tonight. I hope you'll join me tomorrow. It's going to be a fabulous way to kick off the weekend and celebrate the weekend, which we all look forward to. And of course, our big Friday night party begins at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you then. We do a great little Club TVON every Friday night. It's so much fun. I'm your DJ, and we just have a great time. So hope we can party tomorrow together. You don't even have to dress up. You don't even have to put shoes on. You can just kick back and relax and enjoy. That's what you do. Kick off the weekend right. We'll bring all the fabulous fine jewelry to you. And at 12% off, we'll have that fabulous February fun continuing. If you have any questions, so like I said, we're here for a couple minutes. Those phone lines stay open for you about 2 minutes after we go off the air. So feel free to jot down that phone number and give us a call, and we'll be happy to answer whatever questions you might have, or better yet, pick up your favorite value from the evening. But thank you again, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. Nice to have you with us tonight, as always. 5 o'clock tomorrow. We go 5 to 8 tomorrow, and then I'll see you Saturday and Sunday mornings as well. And again, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. Any questions, let me know. Anything at all. And thank you all so much for watching and shopping. We appreciate you. I say that on behalf of all of us here at TVON. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you right back here tomorrow night at 5. I'll see you then.